Hi everyone, welcome to the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen. Well, after saying there was no more lives on a Monday, here we are. So nobody on comments at the moment. Terry's having a sneaky look while I just say that Karen is back off her holiday and I have lost weight. She's had a great holiday, haven't you?
Yes.
Good.
Yes.
Well, basically, I wanted you to know that Karen and I are both back in the kitchen, but there's been some changes. So, as you know, I made the announcement that there is no more lives on a Monday and Friday morning. And I know lots of you are really very sad about that, but everybody's going back to work. And to be fair, we've got a lot of work to do in here. So you will see Karen and I, because Karen and I are going to take it in turns. So when we haven't got a guest in, I'll do a dem, and then another time Karen can do a dem, and I'll do come. Yes.
I was looking for a house down Wales. I thought I'd been
I'm not sure I told you that.
Bit,
Well, basically, I'll do a dem, and Karen can do comments, and then Karen can do a dem, and I'll do comments. So we'll take it in turns in between having tutors in on a Monday and Thursday night. So we'll mix it up like that. And then during the week, Karen and I have got loads of work to catch up on. I gave you a little hint about things that was happening with Sugar and Crumbs. We've got to sort the recipe website out. And you know what? We find that we're so busy during the day. We're doing lives and other bits of things. We just don't get time to sit down and focus on some things. And so that's one thing. The recipe website needs sorting out. We're looking at new products to come in the S&C kitchen. We're looking at our new website because we're having a new website built.
Very exciting.
Yes,
it is.
So the website's being built. I've seen the front of it now. It looks good. Just a couple of amendments to be done, and then hopefully that's going to be live very soon. We've also got the whipping it up shots coming in. We've got the flavour shots coming in. Karen and I have got to do videos. And by the way, have you seen those videos on YouTube? Have you not seen them?
No, that means it's another surprise for me there, guys.
Well, Karen has done a series of whipping it up videos with Terry and India.
Yeah,
they're brilliant.
Oh.
So Karen has done them, and I've got to be honest, I don't know where I was, but I had to go somewhere, and I thought, while I'm sat here, I'll watch them. Well, I was giggling my head off. And I was giggling my head off, and you must go and watch them. They're on our YouTube channel, which is Sugar and Crumbs with Nifty Nozzles, and we're now categorising everything. So again, it's all about tidying up things. We find that we're very busy, and then we just don't get chance to finish off things. And now that's what we've really got to do. We've got to go and tidy up. So the girls are working on the YouTube channel. They're now putting tutors into channels so that we can just give you their playlist. That's nice, Karen. You'll have your own playlist.
Did they get the good side of me when they did the videos? Did they get a good side?
I said to her before, I said, you're meant to be on this live as well. She, oh, God, where's my lipstick? So, you know, there's a playlist of Karen. So anything you want to re-watch, because I know lots of you have said, you know, can we start replaying lives? But it's not as simple as that. When you replay it, you then have to schedule it. We have to load it on, and it just takes a little bit of time. And I think when I had Simon doing some of it through COVID last year, it drove him absolutely nuts loading them on, because it has to be. I don't understand how you have to do it. It's not a case of just sharing a link. So what we'll do is after this live, we'll give you the link to our YouTube channel, and I would be very appreciative if you actually subscribed, because if you subscribe, it means that you can comment, which is great, because we would love you to comment. And it also means that we've got another follower. It costs you nothing to subscribe. It's absolutely free. There's no charging at all. But what it shows us is that we've got another subscriber, and that's very important to us. So we would love it if you did that. And then
the more subscribers we get, the higher up the YouTube thing we go.
Yes, absolutely. So that's where we want to be. Yeah. So what we're doing is Terry and India are sorting out now. You know, there's going to be a folder for Lee Carroll. April, Rachel Hannah, every tutor, you know, Joey Chu, everyone is in there. They're not all in there yet. The girls are working on them, and also they're working on putting a new picture on each one as they do it, because for some reason, every time it stops on YouTube, I'm in this pose.
And me. And me. I said, how did you get me going?
Exactly. Yeah, I'm sure YouTube just goes through and finds the worst pose possible. So the girls are now putting a cover picture on as well. So we're hoping it can be the cake that Karen's baked or whatever it is that we're doing for the live, that they can get a snapshot from here for the day, and we'll put that on. So that's going to be great fun as well. So while I've been talking there, have you been watching the comments, Terry?
Yes, I have. There's a lot of hellos. There's welcome back, Karen. They're all happy about that. We've already got Antonia binge watching all weekend on YouTube. We've got a few ladies who are already subscribed. So yeah, just hello and welcome back.
Yeah, keep subscribing. It's very important that you do. Lots of you follow us, and you know, you're very good. You've wrote reviews for us on Google, which is brilliant. If you've not wrote a review, it's dead easy. Go over to your Google page and just tap in Sugar and Crumbs, pop in a review, what you think about us, what you think about the lives, what you think about your deliveries, anything like that. Just, you know, help us build up that audience there. That would be absolutely brilliant. The same on Facebook. You can do it on our page. When you watch this live, we're not in the community group, so some of you get confused because you start searching through the community group for the lives. You're on the Sugar and Crumbs page, which is Sugar and Crumbs with Nifty Nozzles, and that's the page you want to follow, you want to like, and that's where you come to. So if you put it in your diary, because some of you have said you haven't had an alert, if you put it in your diary that we are here every Monday and every Thursday from 8 o'clock, okay, set a little alarm on your phone, and then you're not going to miss us. The other thing as well is at the top of this page and at the top of the community group is a little banner, and I think a lot of you haven't really noticed it, but it gives you the full timetable of what's happening during the week, you know, and Terry and India go to a lot of trouble to make sure you get that every week. And you know, it was really nice to see that this week, because I mentioned it, there was quite a few people that commented on it, which is good. So if you're ever in doubt and you want to know who's on, then you can go there and have a look. The one thing we didn't put on is that we were going live today, and I've got to be honest, it was an impromptu thing last night. I just sent Karen a message.
I found out at 11:45, don't worry about it.
I sent Karen a message, said pop in the warehouse and get me this, we're going live at 11:30. And she went, okay. So what I'm saying is that I'm going to do a little demo for you, because Karen, our chocolate queen, okay, is amazing, and but I thought I'd play with some chocolate because we've got some new moulds in, but play with them.
Easy it is.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, our Sugar and Crumbs tempered chocolate can't go wrong.
No, absolutely. And that's the other thing. Over the weekend, I was watching loads of posts about the tempered chocolate. A lot of you didn't know about it. How do you not know? It's amazing stuff. And when the flavour shots come out and you're going to be able to flavour it, you're going to absolutely love those for flavouring your chocolate. So, and Karen, I think we've got 7 flavours, and Karen's added 2 to it, which is coffee and mint, isn't it?
Yeah.
Oh, 3 orange.
Sorry. But come on, the ladies who went to the demo day, wasn't that mint chocolate just to die for?
It was
gorgeous.
Yeah. And then the demo days. So let's talk about the demo days. I think they're going to turn into a riot. So I've been looking at who's coming, and God help us on the 4th of September. Crikey.
Can I book off?
Karen is doing the Chocolicious demo. So we've got Julie Rogerson in the morning. We've got Karen doing Chocolicious.
Crumbalicious,
Crumbalicious, yeah, Chocolicious. Got to change the name. So we've got Crumbalicious going on, and we've got a right load of ladies in the kitchen. It's going to be a great day. You're going to absolutely love it. And I think I'm going to extend the time, because I think you're going to be that giddy with chatting. You're going to want to stay a bit later. So I think what I might do is after the live...
I'll bring my sleeping bag.
After the live. So, because we let you in at 9 o'clock, and the first dem doesn't start till 11, but I know you're all shy in the morning. So a few of you sort of, you know, you're all doing a bit of a dance around each other,
you do.
being shy.
It's so funny to watch you all.
Yeah. And then you're a bit more relaxed by the time the first dem is done, but you've only got an hour then before we go live again. So we've got Julie on in the morning, we've got Karen on in the afternoon, and then it's sort of pack up and go home time. So on the 4th, we're going to extend it to a bit longer, so we can all sit down, have a bit of a coffee and stuff.
That'd be nice.
And,
that'd be nice. And then just think you're going home with a belly full of chocolate, because there's a lot of you coming, so we're going to have to do a big load of Crumbalicious.
Yes, absolutely.
And another thing, the ladies absolutely love all the flavour shots.
Yes.
That they put in, and they're very excited for the demonstration.
Yeah, and those flavour shots are not at the right strength yet, because what I did is I gave Karen a basic recipe, and that was just to make it easy, because she was just making them here. I said to Karen, just put this much in and this much in, but what I haven't done is give her the fuller correct amount. So if you've got lemon, it's actually going to be stronger than the sample one that you've got, because there's more lemon that's got to go in it and so forth, and so something's got to be adjusted with the strawberry, and you know, so so you'll find that when the actual flavour shots come out in their packaging, you'll actually find that they are different. But that's the other thing that Karen and I have got to do. We've got to prepare the recipes now for the flavour shots on the website, ready for that launch when we're ready to go live. So you won't be able to see them yet, but we're just going to put them on, and then we've got to wait for them to come in, then we've got to take photos of the packaging, and then me and her have got to do videos.
We're just so excited. We've just got loads of things going on. Absolutely.
Yeah. So I just wanted to reassure you, we're here today because our Karen is going nowhere. Okay, so don't worry, and I am going nowhere, don't worry, just things to do. Right, then the other thing is the sale. So the sale is, we've had a really good look at the Sugar and Crumbs, and there's lots of things that we are either overstocked or we don't want to stock anymore, and it's quite sad really, but we are now going to scale the website, and it's going to be all about Sugar and Crumbs, if I'm really honest. And if that means we have to lose a few lines, then we have to lose a few lines. So you shouldn't see too much difference really, but we are going to maybe get rid of a few lines, and they're in the sale box, and we'll bring them back in if we've got a guest artist in. So basically we'll bring those in when we've got a shooter in or a guest artist in, but they won't stay permanently on the site. So if you are looking for a bargain, go and grab your bargains now. They're in the basket. Once they are sold out, they are not coming back into stock. So don't think, oh, I'll wait till she tops up the stock. I can't disable them all. I'm trying to disable the ones at the moment. Well, they're out of stock, but I have to wait till all the orders come off the computer. And in the office, they only take them off in sections. So if I disable them before then,
causes havoc.
It causes havoc with the paperwork, yes, so that's a bit of a nightmare. And so that's a bit of a nightmare. So have a look through it. I think there's over 500 products in there. There's Karen Davies, there's Katie Sue, there's Molly Robbins stuff in there, there's PME in there. We're still going to stock those brands, but less of them. All right, so that's what we're going to do. So it's not that we're getting rid of them, we're still going to stock them, we're still going to have them in as tutors, but you know what, I do not need 200 moulds on the website for each brand. We really don't. So we just want to have a look, and we want to be more S&C. We want to bring more S&C products in. So what's the feedback for that then, Terry?
Yeah, the ladies said it's a great idea. We didn't expect this today, so
no. And I've actually asked how many are watching at the moment.
We've got 130.
Right, brilliant. Okay, so considering you didn't know about the live, that's absolutely fantastic. We're pleased with that.
But all your phones are going ping, 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 weren't they, when
yes.
we went live?
Yeah, don't forget, go and share with everybody who you think's not here, who doesn't know. Go and share, let them know about the live. Yeah. I will talk about the sale tonight. Tonight we've got Marion Frost in the kitchen. Now, she did a demo for us 2 weeks. No, it was a week on Saturday. Yeah. She did a fabulous demo, and I mean fabulous demo. But unfortunately, the way it was, we should have really been zoomed in. Because if you saw what she did, it was amazing. Well, Marion is going to come back tonight, and instead of being at the warehouse, she's going to be here in the kitchen, which means this camera is going to be able to see everything. Because if you don't own a set of patchwork cutters, you are missing out. They are amazing. Yeah. And Marion can show you how to emboss with them. She can show you how to cut out with them. She shows you how she lusters them up with dust and stuff, and you know what, they're just so lovely. And when I was looking at some of them, it's even easier than making models. So instead of trying to make models on, put them round the cake, you know, cut them out, stick them on round the cake. The Teddy Bear's Picnic is fabulous. There's loads of lovely ones. You've got cupcake ones, all sorts of ones, and even the horses ones, because the horses ones, we, you know, I'm not really into horses, but a lot of people are, and there's not many things to do with horses. So, you know, she's going to do that one as well. She'll do them on cake boards as well, which is basically for the top of the cake. So you can either make it on a cake drum and then sit that drum on top of your cake and then cover around your cake, or you can put a ribbon around the top, or you can go straight on top of the cake. But loads of lovely ideas from Marion tonight, and this will be the first time she's actually back in the kitchen since COVID started.
Nearly 2 years.
Yeah,
wow.
and it was her first outing out when I'm not saying her first outing out, it was her first demo as well, since COVID as well, in the warehouse with so many people. So we're really pleased that she's coming back tonight. So I'd like you to come back and give her a big welcome. And of course, I'm on comments. And then for the rest of the week, tomorrow we've got Tracy Mann. Tracy Mann currently at the moment is only doing Tuesday nights, not for any other reason than that she is wall to wall with wedding cake. So she just can't afford to give up the Thursdays at the moment. She can't afford to do the Thursdays at the moment because she's got so many wedding cakes on. But come September, she'll be back on Thursday mornings. On Wednesday, we've got baby Bella in the kitchen. So I will get Karen... Pardon? I know. I'll get Karen to dig out the cornflake recipe that we're going to do. So it's cornflake tarts we're going to make, and we're going to make chocolate Rice Krispies. So if you are in at 2 o'clock on Wednesday afternoon, sorry, not Tuesday, Wednesday afternoon, then come and watch me and baby Bella. I call her baby Bella because she's always been baby Bella because she's been the youngest granddaughter, so she's always been baby Bella. But I have to remember now she's big girl Bella because she now has baby Sophia. So so she's up. It will be her first time on doing a YouTube video, so that should be fun.
Are you doing it with her?
Yeah.
So then I'll sit there in the kitchen because chocolate and children. Yeah.
Exactly. So if you've got your grandchildren, so I'll get Karen to put in the community group the recipe for the cornflake tart and the Rice Krispies. So if you want to do it with the grandchildren on Wednesday afternoon, you can. We're going live at 2 o'clock. And baby Bella, little girl Bella, big girl Bella.
Bake along with Bella.
Yeah, exactly. So Daddy will be in the kitchen with her. So just in case we need some assistance, and Grandma has to do it all by herself because you never know with kids. So Jasmine and Ruby aren't here because they're actually on holiday, but I'm hoping to have them back in the kitchen next week, so next Wednesday. So through the summer, I'm hoping to have them in the kitchen on Wednesday afternoons then. So lots of you asked to see Jasmine and Ruby.
There's nothing better than having the kids in here baking. It's absolutely great to see because, I mean, especially I love Ruby. She gets really involved. Jazzy is here for the icing sugar. We know Jazzy's here for the icing sugar. but Ruby really gets involved. I love seeing her. She's got little hands.
Yeah, she does. And Harrison won't be here, unfortunately, because he's on holiday at the moment in Mallorca, and he's not back until the beginning of September. So, unfortunately, we're not going to be able to get him in. But, you know, Bella this week and Ruby and Jasmine next week will be loads of fun. So you're going to love that. And we'll make sure, because we've got time now, to put the recipe up ahead of the game so that you know that what you're doing, you can get your ingredients in for the little ones. So we'll make sure we have them posted on a Monday so that you've got them in time for the Wednesday. All right?
We've got lots of love arts coming through, and everyone's getting the patchwork cutters ready for tonight.
You'll love patchwork cutters. They're absolutely amazing. They are, and they're not expensive at all. When you see what Marion can do with them, especially embossing at the side of the cakes, you know, absolutely fabulous. You're going to love them. So what we've got in stock now, throw them in your basket before. There's pictures on the website. If you're buying in the sale today, get your patchwork cutters thrown in as well, because you're going to really want them.
They come in for all kinds of occasions. You like you said, for embossing your board, embossing the cake, or actually just cutting out and using to stick on the side of cakes. They come in all the time.
My advice with them is that when you buy a set, keep them in the bag, or pop that back in the bag in a new Ziploc bag, because they are all black in colour, unfortunately. It's like the FMM ones are all cream in colour, and sometimes you can get a little bit muddled up. When you know them off by heart, it's easy, but you know, Marion could just pick anyone out because she knows them on me. I'm like, wow. But do keep them in the bag with the little leaflet that you get with them, and just pop them in a Ziploc, and then you've got them forever then, and you will love them, use them. So
am I going that way to comments?
You're going that way? Yes, you are. Yeah. So I thought what I'll do is I'll just show you some of the bigger items that are in the sale. So the portable PME airbrush is in the sale mainly because we're overstocked. I didn't realise actually how many we had. So that's gone on the sale. So do look out for that. Grab them. Once they've gone, they've gone. So it's lovely, this airbrush. We used it all through COVID last year, and I would certainly grab one of these if you can. All right, I'm not going to use it today. I just want to let you know it's one of the larger items that's in the sale. And then one of the other larger items that's in the sale, we've got 40 left of these, I think, before we make some more. But I want to get rid of these 40s, and these are the shoe kits. Sorry about the grease. As you can see, this is our well-used box, okay? But this is the Sugar and Crumbs shoe kit. Now, these have sold massively well, really well. I have reduced these until they've gone, so grab them while you can for $59.99. It's the multi-shoe kit. Now, in the multi-shoe kit, you can make yourself a large stiletto. You can make yourself a mini stiletto. You can make yourself a large wedge, and you can make yourself a sandal. So out of this multi-use kit, you can actually make 4 different styles of shoes from the kit, okay? Now, we also do a class that goes with this. The class is £25. I have reduced that to £20, so you're making a saving on the box and you're making a saving on the class. The ladies who are in the class at that class will tell you how fabulous that class is. So grab this deal while you can, okay? So it's just because I want to get rid of this 40 and I want to redo the box again. Not much different, but I just want to redo the box again. So grab yourself a bargain, and this is what you're able to make in that, from everything that's in the contents of this box will enable you to make this, and the class we will show you how to make them as well, okay? Now there's add-ons, so once you join the class, okay, you can buy add-ons, so you can buy the wedge templates, you can buy other wedges. We've got 2 other sizes. So I jokingly called, it's a large wedge, this one, so I jokingly called this daddy wedge. There's a medium one which I called mummy wedge, and then this one I called baby wedge. And to be fair, the reason I called it that is that when the boys are picking in the warehouse, sometimes your eyes just go blurred. So when you see large, medium and small, they, you know, sometimes you just don't read it, whereas they do notice daddy, mummy and baby. Yes, so it's right though, isn't it? Yes, so you know, sometimes when you're picking all day, it can become a little bit of a blur. So in the class, once you become a class member, you are able to buy additional templates. If you've ruined your templates, you can buy the wedge templates, you can buy the moulds for the other 2, the medium one and the small one, which is mummy and baby, and it's a fantastic class. We also show you how to make mini sliders. Now Kim, who has developed this class as well, she calls these sliders, I call these sandals, flat sandals. She also does the square toe effect, so that effect is in there as well. You've got the pointy toe for the stiletto, we've got the square toe stiletto, we've got the open toe, we've got the closed toe, all in that kit. And so definitely, girls, grab them while you can, all right? So definitely a bargain. I'm sure lots of ladies will now be saying how much they love that kit. So I'll let Karen and if you haven't said it, start saying it, because you know how great it is. And the class is amazing.
Just one question, is Squire's flower paste in the sale?
No.
Thank you. Just someone just asking for the shoe kit was in the sale.
Yeah. There's just some things we can't put in the sale because there's just no money in them, so we'd end up just selling them for no money. I know lots of people think that you make massive margins, and I think everybody has an idea that everybody's on 100% margin, and I have to tell you, in the cake industry it's 30 to 40%. Very small margins in the cake industry. That's not just for me, that's for everybody who's in the industry. Very, very small margins, and it's also another reason why we're really looking at things, and we want to become S&C brands really. We want to do our own stuff, have control of our margins, offer better deals, and there you go, that's what it's all about. So Wonderdust, before you ask us, is on the way. All right, so Wonderdust, I know you're all waiting for that to come in. That is en route, okay, that should be here soon. Update on the mini nifty nozzles, they were dispatched on Friday, so they should be arriving soon. So I know a few of you have started emailing into the office, but I did say 6 to 8 weeks, and I think we're about 6 weeks now. So they did dispatch on the 6th of August, and then we've just got to wait for them to come to us. They've got to get through customs, and Karen and I have the pleasure of bagging them up and send them out to you. So that's another reason why we can't be doing Facebook Lives, because Karen and I make the shoe kits, Karen and I bag up the nozzles, Karen, in fact we've given this job to Lynn Woodward now. Yes. She labels these along with Michelle, and so yeah, so it's all hands-on stuff. Okay.
Tissue paper and cellophane.
Oh yeah, Karen's on tissue paper and cellophane tomorrow, so we can get those back into stock. So what I will do is, because you're placing orders today, the tissue and cellophane, I'll go and put 30 in stock after the live. Just put that in your notes, Karen, so we can remember. I'll go and put 30 in stock, and I'll do it after the live, because we after 1:30 you can't order on the next day, so then you can add it to your basket if you're looking for your tissue and cellophane for the bouquet classes, okay? And then when I finish talking, I'll get on and do a bit of a chocolate dem for you, just to show you how easy the chocolate moulds are. Now, some of you know that we send out charms to you, so I've got a whole new range of charms in. I think there's about 30-40 charms, just to let you know, it's just a little thank you from us, and lots of you collect them, yeah, put them on a little key ring or something like that, but it's just a little thank you from us, just a little memory of us. At the moment you're getting the sunflower charms, but they are on orders on free shipping, which is basically over £40, and it's not that we mean and don't let you have them. We can't put them on every order because the processing time of having to staple them and put them on every order will delay things. And then the other thing as well is I can't put them on. I know somebody said, well, my order was £37.99 or my order was £38.99. The thing is, we don't look at the value of the order. When we come in and we process, what happens is the click and collects come off first. Don't straight to the warehouse because we don't know what time people are picking them up. Then DPD comes off next, okay? Then it's Hermes, next day delivery. Then it's the priority shipping that then comes off. Then it's all the free shipping that comes off. So then you're left with all the stuff that doesn't qualify for free shipping, and you then we'd never be able to sit there and look at them. So I know some of you have commented about that, but I am really sorry. It is on the free shipping orders, which qualify, which is over £40. Okay, so not that we fell out with you, not that we're mean, not that we're tight. It's just impossible to do. Yeah, right. So tempered chocolate. So many of you didn't know about the tempered chocolate. Go on, Karen. What are you dying to say?
Yeah, was just off and bought a shoe kit.
Oh, have you, Jackie? Have you been watching everybody else make them? They are fab. And you know what? They take a little bit of practice, but just take your time. Kim, who is the tutor for the shoe kit class, if you follow her instructions word by word, you will get them right. Okay. Just don't try and speed the process up. And I'm sure there's ladies here who've said, speeded it up, and it just went a bit wrong. So patience is well worth it, and you'll achieve some beautiful results. Anything else, Karen?
No,
right. So the S&C tempered chocolate. So John put a post up that this was back in stock, okay, and I was amazed how many of you said they didn't know about it. Amazed. So the tempered chocolate means that you don't need to temper anymore, and it comes out really nice and shiny. So as I always get Karen to do it, I thought, you know what, I'll do this myself today. I'm not taking the limelight away from Karen, but I just wanted to show you how easy it is. It's really easy. I leave Karen to do the 3D moulds because she loves fiddling about with those. I'm just going to play with some basic moulds, but I just want to show you how lovely and shiny that they are when they come out. And yeah, let's play away. So Karen has melted me down some milk chocolate, and I've got some white chocolate. Put in as much, and dark chocolate, okay? So just put in as much as you want. We sell them in 500-gram packs, okay? We sell them in 500-gram packs, and we sell them in 1 kilo bags as well. Let's put that in there. So the stock will be updated today. It still all is in stock, but it's low stock for some of them, and then low stock for some, and then I was going to say melt that. Just pop in what you think you need, and then John will be updating the stock later on this afternoon. I don't know whether you know about chocolate, but on heat wave days when your chocolate arrives, sometimes it can arrive and it's just melted chocolate in a bag. Do not worry, because chocolate can be reused. So just because it's melted or the delivery driver has left it outside, don't worry, it's in a bag. Just let it firm up and then break it down and reuse it. And the same with this. And what you can do is you can reuse this, and whatever's left over, just save it. Karen waits till it goes cool, or she generally pours it in a Ziploc bag and then takes the air out, closes it, lets it hardens up, and then when we're using chocolate again, she'll come and use it again. Yeah, right. So we've got some new moulds here. So we've got some little chocolate silicone moulds. We've got a chocolate bar mould. I have got the bubble mould, but I can't find it anywhere. If you know where the bubble mould's gone, so I can't find it anywhere. We've got a new pyramid mould, and we do have a geometric mould as well. So I just thought I'd do a couple of colours in these, luster them up for you. A bit of a white. I know, I've been all through that box, I can't find it. So it's somewhere. So just thought I'll use these up, and then we'll have a little play with these, get these in the fridge. And then we'll have a little bit of an answer question time. Oh, let me just get this melted up first. So put this in the microwave, 30 seconds at a time. So I don't know, what do you do, Karen? Do you do 10, 20?
30 seconds at a time.
Yeah. 30 seconds at a time, and it does take a little bit of time. Do you know what I mean? It might take you 2 minutes, 2.5 minutes to get how much melted, but you must do that 30 seconds, because if you go and bang it in the microwave 2.5 minutes, you'll just burn it.
I'm not going to look into the bubble mould.
Why?
Because I'm going to slap your hands later.
Why?
You get it to Claire Corbett.
Oh, did I? Was she watching? Thanks, Claire.
You gave it to me.
Thanks, Claire. I've ripped this kitchen apart looking for it, wondering where it was. Did I give you anything else I might have been looking for?
It's like sometimes Carol says to me, Karen, go and find that, and I go, it's not where I put it, where is it? And then it comes out that the tutor says, oh yeah, you gave me that.
I forget. I really should write down what I give away. But great, no, at least we know where it is now then. Okay.
When's the bubble balm hole being back in
I
stock?
don't know. That's why I wanted this one to show you. It's on its way. It is on its way, yeah. But let's show you these. You can play with these first. Did I give you the geometric bar mould as well then?
Well, if I can't find it, I'm thinking maybe so.
Eh?
I'm probably thinking
Yeah.
yes.
Did I give you that one as well, did I?
Yeah.
Did I?
I don't know, like that great reader said, the bubble, the geometric one, and the strawberry mould. I know my mum loves the strawberry mould. She was making, I think she made 30 odd strawberries last night. Yeah.
Right, I'll go and get a spoon to pour this in just a minute.
Claire said no. Right. So that's got to be somewhere in here then.
Just where. So I'll just pop this in here. Oops, a daisy. So I'll just pop this in here. Karen does it in a piping bag, but we're going to do it the Karen McFarlane way.
In those moulds, I just pour it out there.
Oh, do you?
Just pour it.
Yeah. Well, I've got to be honest, when no one was watching the other day, I just poured it as well. But I wasn't sure if you had a way, Karen. I didn't want to be showing you up.
Show me up, don't want to show me up. Do you do it then?
Show me up.
Oh, show me up.
Sorry, because you'll be saying, oh, you're doing that wrong.
Bernadette O'Neill says, is there any chance you can get the chocolate for sale on stuff for cakes in Ireland? Is that our supplier in Ireland?
Yeah, it is. Ask them if they'll stock it. There's no reason why they can't stock it. So just ask them if they want to stock it. So I'll pop that in the fridge for the moment while I do melt some white up for you. So what do you think about the sale then, ladies? So I'm just going to melt up some white for you, show how easy it is.
Well, Teresa Tyner Smith says she used the white tempered chocolate in the rocking horse mould. It was perfect.
Yes, it's lovely. And I've got to remember, I can't remember if it comes out shiny out of these moulds. Does it come out shiny out of these? I think it does, doesn't it? Yeah. So I sent the moulds home with Simon the other day with the new pictures. So there's only one that hasn't got a new picture, and that's this one. Simon's on holiday, by the way, this week, so you're not going to see him. Oh, and I was going to say, on Wednesday night, my son is cooking for me. So he has asked me, what do I want? And I still don't know what I'm getting now. So it's become a little bit confusing yesterday in yesterday's conversation. But on Wednesday, he is cooking for me. So he is a chef, and he's an executive chef. Really nice fancy title, isn't it? But no, he's a very good chef. He's actually, he used to cook with Gordon Ramsay, Jamie Oliver. He's cooked for the Queen. He's cooked for Princess Anne, Prince Andrew, not Prince Andrew, Prince Charles, William, Harry. Who else? What's the football guy? Not football guy, the boxing guy. He did all his. Anthony Joshua. Yeah, he was with him when he won 2 of his belts.
I know he also cooked for George Michael.
Yes, George Michael. Yes. He was actually there the day that George Michael passed, which was very sad. Yeah, so lots of things. So he's actually a really good chef. So he's going to come and cook something nice, light and easy for us all. So this has now had a minute. So when you take it out the 30 seconds, just give it a stir, because believe it or not, it may not look melted, but it is nice and soft.
Oh, look at that. She's getting all my terminology now, isn't she, as well, Terry?
And there's a bit of colour in that bowl, so they may not be white anymore. Looks like there's a bit of colour off something in there.
So yeah, so the taste of the S&C tempered chocolate, no, it doesn't taste like Calibo, but it has a very pleasant taste. It's actually lovely.
Yeah, it is. It does taste really nice, to be fair. It does taste nice. I mean, I do think the Calibo chocolate tastes nicer, but you're paying a lot more for the Calibo chocolate. And Calibo chocolate is, you know, it's beautiful chocolate. It's the best chocolate. So, there's other more expensive brands. If my son was here, he would be saying, No, you use another brand of chocolate, which begins with V, but I can't remember how to say it. So keep stirring. Right, I've definitely got a colour in this bowl. So this is not going to be white chocolate. I don't know whether it's off here. So, or whatever was it in this bowl.
It will be absolutely fine for your chocolate bombs, Alison.
Yeah.
Absolutely brilliant. I've done
Brilliant.
some spheres and it worked out really good. And it comes out with a lovely shine on it as well.
Going back to YouTube, we're putting things back in the chat in sections. So Karen will have her own playlist. That's the word I was looking for. So go back and have a look in there. They're not all in there yet, but that's where they're all going. And you'll be able to watch Karen be an absolute whiz with chocolate. So I'm only playing with these molds. I ain't playing with them 3D things. But that's not because I can't, because I just don't want to. Because just do without the stress.
You're not a chocolate person, are you, Carol? You prefer doing your lovely nip puzzles and things like that.
So you can see this is melting. So 30-second blast. And as you can see, I've got a little colour in there. Can you see that colour in the bowl?
I'm not too sure.
Can you not see it? There's just a hint of pink that's come off the bowl.
Well, put some colour in it.
Eh?
Put some colour on it.
No, I'm going to leave it nice and white. To be fair, now it's mixed in, it's not there, so I don't know where I've picked the colour up from. So there we go. So it's lovely and runny. What do you call that, Karen, when it's like that?
It's silky smooth.
Silky smooth.
Silky smooth.
So we'll just pour some in here then. Forget the spoon idea now, I'm bored of that spoon idea. Just put these in here. So all these moulds are in stock that I'm showing you today. So who's excited about the sale? Who's been buying in the sale already? Who's had a look at the sale? So there's more things to go in as well. Last night I put all PME stuff in. So I'm just going through each section at a time. There was a lady made a comment, oh, I'm just adding to my basket and I'll check out in a couple of weeks because that's how I like to shop. And I had to message her and go, don't quite work like that. Just because it's in your basket doesn't mean it's yours. Somebody else comes in and buys it and pays for it, it's taken out your basket. So when you come to check out, it will be gone. So she said, oh right, I'll go and check out then. So she's gone and checked out. So if you are putting things in your basket thinking it saves it, it doesn't. It only saves it while you're online. And then, you know, but if somebody else comes and pays for it, it actually gets taken out. And I'll tell you why, because some of you might think, well, I want it to stay in my basket, so when I'm ready to buy it. But can you imagine what type of business that we got if you never checked out? And that's what happened. So when we first brought the website out, we actually left it, because we thought it was a good idea to leave it in your basket. So we actually left it so that you could buy it, you could put it in your basket, and when you was ready to check out, that was great. But lots of people put things in their basket and just never ever check out. And then we've got that stuff sat on the shelf and somebody else might want to buy it and it can't because it's been allocated to somebody who's never going to buy it. So we had to stop that. So if you're putting stuff in your basket, it will sit there until somebody else buys it. Yeah?
So we have the soul searcher on YouTube says, me, I have bought lots and I'll be back for more.
Who's that?
On our YouTube.
And who's that?
The soul searcher 24.
Ah, fantastic, good. Well, the sale basket is very good. So I think you're going to love it. So we're going to go back to the dark. We're mixing, just in the microwave, 30 seconds. So as you can see, it's not melting. The dark chocolate takes a little bit longer. The dark chocolate is suitable for vegans as well, by the way. So make sure you lift it up, give it a stir. And you might think, what am I mixing this for? Nothing is happening yet, but you have to. Okay? It's like when people put things in the microwave. It's when you watch a ready meal, it says to you, put it in for 4 minutes. Bring it out, give it a stir, let it rest, and then you've got to put it back in again, and then you let it rest. And that's because the heat goes into the middle of the product and it's not on the outside, and then it goes from in to out. So you've got to just be very careful. Yeah? So any questions, ladies? Anything you want to ask?
Leah Gillan, she's had a look at, but her lease don't pay until tomorrow, so she'll be ordering tomorrow.
Yeah, fantastic, goody good. So yeah, lots of things going on. And what do you think about us becoming just S&C then? What do you think about that? So like I say, we'll be selling other brands, but just not the full range of 200. And that goes for the same for colours and stuff like that, edibles. We are going to keep in the every the everyday essentials, the basics, everything else, they will always be in stock. So you can come to us and get your boxes, your boards, your cake drums. We will keep colours in. It's just other stuff now that, you know, we're just going to stream it down and concentrate on our own products. And I think that's going to be much better.
Any news on PME 10-inch tins?
PME, I've spoken to them last week. They are having a nightmare. So I will speak to them again. I'm waiting for the round cutters. They said please apply for them on the 1st of August. And the message I got was, where's my phone? That's my phone there, just 1 minute. The message I've got is, it's all to do with, one thing is to do with machinery, and the other thing was to do with the thing on the Suez, is it called Suez Canal? Suez Canal, Suez Canal, what is it?
Suez
Canal, yeah. So the hold up and delays for that has caused absolute nightmares. So I really don't know about a lot of things with PME. I've tried to order stuff and it's just not in stock. It just says try again, try again. So we just have to try again. I'll be streaming that down as well, just to cake tins, some of the top end cutters, a few things that I like from there that, you know, that we sell on a regular basis, cutting it all out. I'm cutting out all that everybody else's chocolate apart from Calabo. So I won't be doing candy melts or deco melts anymore. So they're in the sale, go and grab them. They're actually at cost price at what they cost me. So go and grab them, they're an absolute bargain. Pink and red. So grab them as well.
They love the idea of doing your own products. They said concentrate on what's best for the company.
Absolutely.
They think it's a good idea all the way.
Yeah.
Pauline Zane says, can she use the sprinklers as cocoa drops for painting? I think that's a cocoa butter, isn't it?
Yeah, the cocoa drops, yeah, it's cocoa butter, yeah.
It's great to do your own products. Will Karen Davies' Buttercream flower mould be going on sale?
Nope.
Will you still be doing Katie Sue and Karen Davies moulds?
Yes. But some moulds won't go in the sale. We're going to keep, unfortunately what I'm doing is all the ones that are in the sale are the ones I want to have a clear out of, either because I've got excess stock or because I won't be stocking it again. So what will happen then is when Karen comes in and does a demo, I will stock them, whatever she's doing a demo of, because I find that you only buy what she demos. So, and we'll buy seasonal ones as well. And it's just about having the money and resources then just to, you know, to be able to expand Sugar and Crumbs. So you see that it's still got a few little lumps in it. Just going to give it a 10-second blast, not going to give it an extra 30 seconds. In fact, it's actually melting down while I wait.
Are we still going to stock Colour Mill?
We are stocking Colour Mill, but not all of them.
And are we still stocking Colour Splash colours?
Absolutely, yeah.
Sounds
yeah, so all the edibles we're still going to stock, okay? So I know we're out of stock of some things, but that's because the supplier is out of stock. At the moment, the supply issues everywhere, so do be mindful of that, the supply issues.
That ship has now reached Felixstowe, so things should start moving again now.
Right, so this should go in a piping bag here, but there we go. So these are Christmas chocolates here. So you could make these for your truffles. So all you lovely ladies who are in the truffle class, I mean, I'm just going to fill them up so that they're solid. But all you lovely ladies who were in the truffle class. Now, I was also going to do the bubble mould for you, which Claire painted for me the other night. But Simon's took it home and not brought it back. And he's gone on holiday now. So he sent me the photographs, but he's just not brought it back. So I can't do that. I'll have to wait till he's back next week. That bubble mould's brilliant, and we'll use it for baking as well.
The other one should be set in the fridge as well.
Yeah, you'll see the pictures in the pictures are on the website for the bubble mould. Oops.
Sorry.
All right, don't worry.
First day back, I thought to put it on silent.
That holidays gone to your head, Karen.
I know. There's a lot of Colour Mill out of stock. Will you be restocking it because Claire Corbett listed them for the treat box class?
I just need to see if the suppliers got them. Okay, so I'll ask Claire because let me just melt this again, this white one. I'll ask Claire what colours they are. So Karen, if you can just make a note of that.
Yeah.
What we need.
And Susan, if you're struggling with the Nifty Nozzles consistency of the buttercream, watch Carol on YouTube. She's got loads of videos on YouTube, haven't you, Carol?
Yeah. And yeah, sometimes I find that some of you are struggling, but you're not using butter. You're using a product called Willow, or you're using margarine. Okay, you mustn't use a spread, you must use a butter. Okay, always use a butter. And you shouldn't have no problems at all, really. So sorry about the noise of the dogs in the background there. Making a nice mess of these, but there you go. The Carol McFarland way, not the Karen Griffiths way. I'll just put these in. The doggy walker's arrived, Michael. So Michael's been a very good friend of mine now for 30 plus years. And he has fell in love with the dogs, and he started taking them out for a walk just for his own exercise. And then he took him out on such a regular basis that I thought, you know, I've got to pay this man, he's helping me out here. So he now gets paid to look after him, which he's even more grateful for, which is brilliant. And the dogs adore him, and they don't listen to a word he says, because he allows them to get away with murder. So, sorry about doing it this way. Karen does it in a lovely piping bag. Now the piping bags that you want, the thin ones that Karen talks about, I'm struggling to get hold of them as well. So,
but I have found as well, Carol, the
sugar and
the S&C ones are absolutely brilliant as well.
I was going to say, use the S&C piping bags, because they're just as good.
And any idea when cinnamon icing sugar is going to be back in
tomorrow?
Stock? There we go, Julie.
So tomorrow, and funny enough, I've had that conversation this morning. So they are blending it in the morning. It will be back in stock.
And Julie Murray's she's arriving from Abu Dhabi tomorrow, and she's got her orders in already.
Oh, is she?
She's coming home.
Are you coming home, Julie? Yeah.
I think you follow, so
and where is home?
And how many suitcases are you having?
Well, the good thing with going to Abu Dhabi is that you can have a big suitcase. So where is home actually?
Alison says the dogs sound like a load of squeaky toys.
Yeah, they've got no voice left now. Bless them.
And Brady says, but they do pose for beautiful photographs for him.
They do. He takes the most amazing pictures of them. Right, so I'm just going to pop these.
I'm sorry about this, Carol, but Brady says she loves to see you as messy as her.
Yes. I don't do it the nice, neat way Karen does. So I'm going to pop these in the freezer just to speed up the time. Let's pop these in the freezer.
Just want to do that. Just want you some pots down, Carol. I've got you the chocolate pots out.
Brilliant. Those in the freezer. Woohoo. There we go, and that's the tempered chocolate, so we'll get that out. What I'm going to do is, I'm sure they do come out shiny out of those moulds, so I'm going to put Karen here now. I'm going to get her to get the Swan Mould out. So, now which mould have you got there now that you can do?
Rocking horse.
Oh, the rocking horse. So I'll get Karen to do the rocking horse for you, so you can see how lovely and shiny this is as well. Now, what I do like is not telling Karen what we're doing. So she had no idea what we were doing. But Karen is going to have to learn now that me and her doing lives together, anything can happen.
Anything.
So,
so which ones do you want, baby? Do you want the swan or do you want the rocking horse?
both.
I fell into that one, didn't I?
Yeah,
I'd like to point out how amazingly fast that was just to do the chocolate and
What?
the moulds.
What, this?
It's like one of the speediest things I've seen.
What, me putting the chocolate in the mould?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like how fast
It is very quick. Sorry if I just chucked chocolate in
the,
it.
the
You just-
tempered
you-
chocolate is.
You just see me saying that I'm slow.
I just like to see if you can do quick treats.
Oh, it's just, quick treats, they're easy.
Yeah, quick treats.
But
It's great.
that little chocolate mould there as well is great for your truffles, so put those in there. Let's put those.
Spoons. What's with the spoon?
Eh? Oh, what did I do with that? Oh, I didn't know, did I? Put that in my bag. I don't do the chocolate stuff, do I? I just wanted to show you how easy it was. So, shoe kits. In your shoe kit as well, you get your little pretty brochure in there as well. It doesn't show you how to do the designs of the shoe kit. It gives you the basics for them, okay? But do join the class. The class is now £20. If you have got shoe kits from other companies, still join the class, because the shoe kit that you've got, it won't do everything, and that's where you can buy the templates, you can buy the wedge dummies, you can buy the wedge templates, you can buy other bits in there. We've bought a bit of bling as well for the shoe kit class as well, so you can add a little bit of bling on. So stuff like this, we bought some of that so that you can buy and put in as well. So Kim has done a few things, shows you how to do them. So there's lots of things with the shoe kit class. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to get out of the way and look at what you're doing, you. So we've got a new mould that we're testing at the moment. Karen's just having heart failure with it, but anyhow, I'll have a look at it. So I'm going to go and make myself a cup of coffee. I'm going to get Terry on comments, and we're going to get Karen on here doing these two moulds, and
I'll do the rocking horse in chocolate, and I'll do the swan. I'll melt some more white, because I can't do a dark swan. Yeah. I just can't do it.
So this is the S&C tempered chocolate, all right? And then, like I say, get shopping in the sale, and once it's gone, it's gone. It's not there, all right?
As you ladies have said on the comments, there's loads of bargains in there. Just catch them. Yeah. So a lot of you have seen me do these moulds before, and you know that I don't use a piping bag when I'm doing these big moulds, because I like to pour it all into nearly filling the mould, give it a good coat round, tip it out, then we let it go so it goes matte on the inside. You can see it's drying. And one thing with the S&C tempered chocolate, it dries really quickly. Now Carol's used this one and it started to cool down, and you can see it's gone thicker. This is perfect consistency for doing these hard moulds, you know, the solid moulds, because you get a really good coating over it, so you only have to coat it twice, whereas if it's quite warm and it's thin, you sometimes have to coat it like 2 or 3 times. So that is an absolute perfect. It's not set in, but it's a nice, as you can see, what I call a thick gloopy mixture. That is perfect consistency for your mould. I've not even got an apron on, have I? I didn't even know I was doing this. So here we go. So we're just going to pour that into the rocking horse mould. And as I said, I pour it, I like to do it solid. So I pour it so it's nearly, practically filled up. Just wipe that off there. And then we give it, make sure those are in. Give it a, move it out of the way so you can see. Give it a tap. But you're giving it a tap because you want to make sure that the tail and the head has all got some chocolate into it. And then we just bring the bowl back, and then we're coating, making sure we're coating all of it, so we're pouring it out that way, and I'm tipping it that way, just to make sure all the bottom of the rocking horse is getting filled. And then I will do that, let that tip out, then we'll let that just dry. It will not take, look, it'll take a couple of minutes just to mat over, and that shows that it started to dry already. And then we give it another coat, because one thing with these moulds is you want to make sure you've got a good coat in there, as when you take it, it can break quite easily when you take it apart. So you want a good coat in that. It's like when you buy those the chocolate novelties and you bought them at Christmas and that, you can tell the bottoms are always a nice thick bottom. Well, these now, you buy these moulds off us now, and you don't have to buy any more chocolate novelties. You make all your own, and there's nothing better than making your own, packaging it up and giving it as a present.
Yes, please, Karen.
So, no, it's fine, it's fine. Right, so that's coated like that. So you also check, you look inside, and if you can see daylight. Well, now I know that I can see daylight coming through down that bit. I can see daylight coming through that bit, so I know this needs another coat. Because if you leave it like that now and think, oh well, I'm being sparing with the chocolate, as you take this out of the mould, it will break. So you do need to make sure that when you've done these moulds, you can't see daylight through it. It's like daylight. I mean, it's not. There's a very thin covering. So I'm going to leave that just upside down there, just for a moment. Can't do that, I'm melting some white down, aren't I? So just leave that one there just for a moment, because it'll dry in a moment where I can coat it again, then I can put it in the fridge to set. So while we're waiting for that one, let's melt some more white chocolate down.
Just put the tea, Karen.
Yeah, thanks. that there. There we go.
Sorry, do you have sugar? No,
So just while it just dries a bit, Terry, then I will bring it back over. We'll melt this white chocolate down, and what we'll try and do is we'll try and get it down so that, as Carol showed before, some of the buttons are still solid, and you're stirring it, because you do, like I said, if you do it so every single button is melted, it's far too thin, and you just have to coat your mould about 3 times. So it's best just to leave it that little bit thicker, and it's quicker for you. You're not burning your chocolate. There's nothing worse, and you ladies know this, there's nothing worse than if you burn your chocolate. The smell is awful, and the taste is absolutely horrendous, and you can't use it, and you can't even spoon the bits of black out because it's tainted the whole batch of your chocolate. Yeah, it's when you've done it. If people think, oh, I'll just take the black bits out, it doesn't work because a whole lot of chocolate's been tainted. So this Swan Mould is absolutely lovely, and as some of you did see on my Facebook page when I made that swan, I did the two swans, and they looked absolutely lovely on top of a cake, or you can put one on the cake and one on the board. They're absolutely brilliant, these. So there we go. That's had a minute of microwave, and that still will need some more time because that just is still too solid. You're right there, Terry.
Yeah, just this camera.
So Geraldine Allen says she wonders if you'll make a slab of Crumblicious for each of all the attendees on the 4th.
No.
Yeah.
I was getting that before Carol. No. You get a shard. And let's face it, those ladies were so full up on the first demo we did, because it was such a lot we made.
And Karen Naylor made some on the last one.
Yeah, but yeah, she did this because I wasn't available.
I got the teddy out. It was fun.
He is, but it does prove that he'll have to be a solid teddy. But what a nice teddy to have on the.
No. He's not on the website yet.
Yeah.
But we now have a chocolate teddy.
But again, with that teddy, you will have to. It'd probably be better if you make him solid. No, if you try and make him in a twist shell, you have got no chance. But a solid teddy, what better than that? On the front camera, if you don't mind, look at that. What better than having a full teddy on top of a cake, especially if you could luster him in all different colours, and that's the treat. That's the birthday person's treat, or if it's a baby shower, it's a mother's treat.
So Wayne, it's his birthday in 2 hours and 30 minutes.
Oh.
He's counting.
You're not counting it. So was that a hint, Wayne? Did you want us to sing happy birthday to you?
Is anybody else's birthday? Have I missed anybody else's birthday today? So let me know if it's anybody else's birthday, and stay where you are, Wayne.
There is colour somewhere in this bowl on this white. There's colour somewhere. But Wayne, stay as long as you can, because then we will definitely sing to you. You'll get my dulcet tones back from Wales. But it ain't like a Welsh choir. Yes, and I had a wonderful time down there, and I saw that Pam Hallam Wedley had said that was very near her when I was in Wales. She was in town at the time with a mum. So if I'd known that earlier, I would have whipped down and seen you.
Angela Black, the teddy will be available. I'm going to put it on the website after this live. Yeah. But you do have to be strong with it and make sure he's set properly, because Karen just tried to take it off before and she got to his head and then she thought, no, I'm giving up. But you do have to be a bit strong.
I wrapped him up again.
While I was doing the live with you, I could eyeball it.
So again, with this swan, again you can see that's quite nice and thick. You really do, with this swan, have to tap it, and get a cloth, tap it onto the cloth so I'm not banging the board, because you've got to make sure that you are getting right to the beak, and you want to make sure that this neck is full, because that's the first thing that can break when you're taking the mould apart. So you just give it a good couple of taps down, a good banging down there, and I know that is completely full there now, so I'll just refill him up. He's not going to be a solid one. But one thing I do with these moulds is I make sure when I put the next layer in a moment, we make sure that up to this part here, sorry, could you just go on the front for me a bit there, up to this part here is solid, because you try and take that out while it's hollow and it will crumble. So I always make sure that the head, the beak and most of the neck is solid, and then the body is a hollow body. So that chocolate was quite thin, so that's going to need another coating and possibly a third coating as well. So we'll leave that to one side a moment while we look at the horse. And the rocking horse has gone a nice matte colour on the inside. It started to set, so now I know that I'm good to go and do another coating on it. I'm going blind there because there's no camera on. So I keep looking at that.
It's been naughty.
Simon sometimes puts that top camera on up there, so you can see that. You see on that one as well.
So here we go, we're just going to pour that in again. I'm going to practically fill the mould, just so I know that every single bit...
Just stay there, Karen, they'll know where you are.
You know where I am, don't you? There I am. So there we go. So again, with this one, I'm just going to put the cloth down. As I said before, a good tap, because we're making sure we're getting into the head and we're getting into the tail, because I don't leave those solid, but I like to make sure the chocolate has got all the way down there, because if you have anything like an air bubble, you will find that it'll just go into a hole as you take it out of the mould. Again, you're making sure you're getting around the edges, because you want a good thick edge on it so it stands up nice on your cake or your cake board. As soon as I've poured this out, I'll check for what I call daylight again. If I can't see anything, it's going to go into the fridge to set. If I can see through the chocolate, then it'll have another coat as well. So let's have a look there. No, that is absolutely brilliant. That's had 2 nice coats now, and there is no daylight in there. I know I can put this one into the fridge. I'll just give it a wipe along the seams. It makes it a bit easier to get out the mould if you've not got the seams all chocolated up. So that now is just going to go into the fridge, and I'm going to put it in upside down. I'm going to balance him so he's upside down.
Right, I haven't seen anybody else's birthdays, so if it's anybody else's birthdays, let me know. I'm going to let Karen crack on with the swan before we start singing happy birthday.
Yeah, I'll just let me do this one. Here I am. Now that started cooling down, that one, and it's going thicker, so I might get away with 1 more coat, or it might have to be 2 coats. Always coat it until when you look, you can't see the light shining through the chocolate. If the light shines through the chocolate, it's too thin and it will definitely break as you try and take it apart.
And I might have missed it. Did you tell them about they must do the neck solid?
Yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I was down there making
no.
For the team.
That's the one. I know. That's the one thing that I made sure that the neck has to be solid. So that, as you can see, that I filled that up within 1 inch of its life there to the edge. So I know everything's gone down. Pour down. So I'm not going to pour it too much because I want to make sure. I don't know if Terry can get into there. As you can, I'm going to turn it around. The neck is there, but you can't see down the neck now. I don't know if you can see that. You can see that I've left the neck solid. So straight up to the bottom of the body, I've left the neck solid. So that's going to be nice to get out. But do not worry, if it breaks, you really can fix it without even anybody noticing. I have to do it. So I'm just making sure this is just going around here, just coating that again. Then I'll let that, so I can still see a bit of light coming through here. So I'm going to let this set down a little bit, and then I'm going to give that another coat. And while we're doing that, let's put that in the fridge just so it's a bit quicker. Because I don't need to do any more on the rocking horse. So this mould here is this teddy mould. And the best thing to do with this is do a solid chocolate. You must do it solid. Don't try and think, oh, I can do a hollow one, because I don't think it'll work, but it's absolutely ace for a solid chocolate. And I'll get Carol to luster those up. while she's playing with the rest day, Carol?
While I'm playing with what?
While you're playing with everything else, okay, it's a luster the bear up.
Absolutely. I was thinking of lustering him up.
So I filled him up, and I just, again, he stands up straight, upside down, and just give him a bang, just to make sure that he's going right down to his ears. And then just make sure that you filled the mould without being over. You don't want to go tip it over the edge, but you want to make sure the mould's completely filled.
So I know some of you ladies have just joined us because you didn't realise it was a live. It started at 11:30, but you can re-watch on YouTube. So please afterwards go back and re-watch on YouTube, or you can watch it here on Facebook after it's finished. And the reason it's a surprise live. To be fair, I only told Karen at midnight last night.
Yeah.
And what I thought it was is that I announced to you guys without Karen actually being here on a Monday morning. I just thought, even Terry didn't know, nobody knew. I just thought, I lay in bed last night, I thought, you know what, we need to come live in the morning.
Well, I know, Terry come in this morning, she went, hiya Karen, are you alright? I said, yeah, we're going live at 11:30. She went, no we're not. I went, well, yeah.
No, welcome back, Grace.
So it's just a surprise one, and we thought while we're here, we'll just tell you what's going on with Sugar and Crumbs, what the future is, why we put a sale on. You should grab yourself a bargain. There's more stuff going in the sale. Some of it will come back and stay with us, and some of it won't. So if you see something, go and grab it. The shoe kits, grab those. Those are not going out of stock, they will stay. But as I'm doing the sale, you know what, let's get rid of those. The shoe kit class is on sale, so go and enjoy yourselves, ladies.
So hopefully this will be the last time I have to fill Swanee up, just to make sure he's got that good coating around his bottom bit. Swanee.
How long does the teddy take to set, Karen? What time did you put the chocolate in?
I think it's took less than an hour.
Yeah.
It has took less than an hour to set.
I don't know, I came running in here and dumped it. In fact, no, Karen brought a coffee in and I went, there, fill that with chocolate.
And I went, what? So I think I did it, and it has took less than an hour. But you know what? Even to give it an hour in the fridge, it'd be absolutely great. It's not been in the freezer, it's just been in the fridge. Give it an hour just to make sure that it's completely solid, so you've got no chance of knocking his head off.
I do agree with Rita. The pre-tempered chocolate sets a lot quicker.
Yes, it's great, isn't it?
Yeah. So I've also, like I say, about the charms as well, it's all the sunflowers going out at the moment due to, we've all lost someone, haven't we? We've all lost someone very dear to us. But I had a very special friend who passed last year very quickly, and it was a shock, and I was actually just about to go live when I got told. And sunflowers was her flower, and to be fair, it actually reminds me of lots of loved ones that have actually left us, and I'm sure it does with you. So at the moment, sunflowers are coming out, but I've just had a delivery of all the new charms that have just come in. So we're going to put them all together. I'll take a little picture and post them on the group as well, so you know what's coming in. So they'll be thrown in the box as soon as I've had time to bag them, which I generally do on a Friday night. I sit there in my chair, you know where I sit, so when I take pictures of the kids, I think you know where my chair is. So I generally sit there and bag up charms. I have got family time this weekend. My son has come home on Saturday. I'm spending Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday with him. My cousin is staying with her dog, so yes, it's like a kennels at the moment. Because I've had Laura's dog, I've got Wesley's dog, I've got 4 of my own, and it's like Piccadilly Station, I feel, at the moment.
I know, and I'm doing the live on Thursday night.
Yeah, and Karen is doing the live on Thursday night. Who's doing Thursday night's live, Terry?
Thursday night is me.
Oh, is it
I've
you?
no idea what I'm doing.
Yeah. So, you know, you can have a think about what you'd like Karen to do. Would you like her to do more chocolate, or would you like her to bake? I think chocolate would be good.
They know I love doing chocolate.
Yeah.
Why
do you make the Crumblicious for them?
I was going to ask you that. So I could do that for you, because I love making the Crumblicious. It's great, and and I can also tease you a bit, and I can flavour a few little bits of chocolate as well. And flavour the chocolate and show you that, and then colour. So I could even colour some chocolate for a change, and rather than being white, I can do some pink over it. It just, show you there's loads of different things you can do with the Crumblicious. But the great things that we use is the gorgeous Nigel salt and pepper caramel curls, which is, just call it crushed up dime bar.
So I think Thursday, do that, Karen. I'm doing a Crumblicious for them in a couple of moulds. I won't be here. I'm out for tea with my son, so you'll have Karen all to yourself and Terry, but I will be making sure they save me some. They get greedy these two.
Just call me taste testing Terry.
Yeah, I'll make some, that'll be great. I'll make Crumblicious, I'll do a couple of moulds. So if there's any mould you actually want me to do, just let me know. Is there any mould that you really want me to do? That's really unnerving because that is just showing my belly on there.
And Jackie Adams says, I need to catch up on so many lives. I don't know what Crumblicious is.
Oh, Jackie.
Shame on you, Jackie.
Jackie, you're in for a treat. Make sure you're watching Thursday night because once you've seen Crumblicious, you'll go nowhere else. You'll be making it all the time. And I use the salt and pepper caramel curls. I've used the brownie chunks. I use the fudge pieces. I use the pearls. Oh,
pretzels.
the pretzels. Sea salt.
Yeah. Jean Andrew says, yes, please. And Geraldine Allen says, I only want Karen to make Crumblicious if she posts it to her after. I don't think so.
It's been posted to probably Manchester, Denton and Stockport.
And Julie Morey's coming in from Abu Dhabi, has got to self-isolate, so she's going to look forward to you doing Crumblicious.
Oh, and where are you? So have you told us where you're actually going to self-isolate, Julie? Whereabouts are you going to? Are you going to the top of Scotland? Are you going to Cornwall? So I just was waiting for this to really thicken up again now. As you can see, that's gone like the milk chocolate gone. It's lovely and what I call gloopy. Because I know the Swan at the bottom end was still seen very thin. So now that I've got this into a lovely gloopy state, I can put that into the mould.
So we've been asked a question as, are we doing our own version of Colour Mill, which is an oil-based colouring? For the next 6 months, we are working on lots of things that are going to be our own colours, our own drips, lots of things that we're working on. I can't tell you when they're going to be ready because they have to be practiced on, they have to be tested, and Karen and I have got a lot of work to do.
Yeah.
So we have got a hell of a lot to do. So you're going to see changes over the next 6 months with the types of things that Sugar and Crumbs is going to be selling. And anyhow, there you go. That's why we got the sale on. So
that's why we got the sale, and then we've got lots of lovely testing to go on, and then we just make sure that it's absolutely great for you lot to then buy it. It's like the first time I made the Crumblicious. I had to taste test it first to make sure it was actually okay to actually serve to you.
Yeah,
I mean,
you've got to take one for the team, haven't you, Karen?
Research and the trials and the chocolate and the...
How would you put that in the fridge, that mould, Karen?
I put it upside down. I just wedge it.
Oh, do you just wedge it?
I wedge it, yeah, because I don't want the chocolate to come from the neck.
Yeah.
So I don't do it upside down because I like the chocolate to set in the neck.
Nobody's asked that question.
Yeah.
I was just thinking myself, how would you do that one?
Because I know the BWB moulds, I actually put them in the fridge the right way up. Yeah. So the actual shape is looking at you. But with these moulds, because I want the neck to be solid, and like on the rocking horse, I want the head where the neck is, I want that to be not solid, but you know it's got a bit more chocolate there. I'd rather set that upside down so that it's nice and thick along that way, because there's nothing worse than if you break open the mould and half the animal stays behind.
And Maureen Gopal says, I don't know if that's how you pronounce your name, Maureen, sorry if it's not, said she can't wait to see the swan out of the mould. Karen has done it before, it's beautiful. Wait till we paint it, it's little, you can pop a little eye on it, brings it to life. Jo Griffin says she loves the chocolate, it's so easy to use, a brilliant shine, you can't beat it. And Mandy Harvey says, okay ladies, you've tempted me, I'm in the kitchen with the chocolate.
Just want to melt this down. I'm just going to check the rocking horse a minute. They do take a while, so I am going to leave them and let Carol come back. I just want to... it does seem thick. I always get a bit worried just in case, because that's the worst thing is you take the swan out and it breaks. But you know what? I think it's going to be okay. It was just this bit.
Just put him in the fridge.
No, it's this little bit. No, I'm not taking them out. It's this. No, I'm talking about the thickness of the chocolate.
Right, yeah.
Oh, good. I'm not taking them out yet, Carol.
Yeah. So, are we ready for a bit of a sing-song then? Because nobody else has told me it's their birthday. And thank you, Pauline Zane, S&C, all the way.
Thank you, that sounds lovely.
So, we've got our best voices on.
Yes.
We just
it's
tied
Wayne's birthday. It's Wayne's birthday in about 2 hours. And as we know, Wayne lives in Australia. But he always comes in on a Monday and Friday to watch Karen. What are you going to do now, Wayne, now that we're only doing nighttime lives? I hope we still get to see you. So, are we ready? On the count of 3. 1, 2, 3.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Wayne. Happy birthday to you. Woo! Have a great day, Wayne. I hope you get spoiled.
Yeah. So I think maybe in 2 hours. Is it midnight there then in 2 hours?
Yes.
Yes.
So that means, Wayne, we've been the first ones to wish you happy birthday.
Yeah.
Yay! Right, well, I'm done with my moulds here. I think Carol's moulds will be done when she's set hers. So I'm going to let Carol come back while my rocking horse and my swan are setting.
So Wayne Moore says, thank you, Karen, Carol, Terry and ladies. He's very touched.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
I love birthdays.
I love birthdays. Well, I was very touched when I was reading. I kept up with Sugar and Crumbs by reading me Facebook, and that's how I found out Carol was doing her last cupcake bouquet class on the 15th of September. And then on the
It's your birthday.
I said to my husband, "Oh, she said it's my birthday." Yes, it's that'll be, what a great day to go out on.
Absolutely. Yes.
Right, I'm going to go and do some more comments, Carol, while you get your things out of the...
Talking of my classes, my last Buttercream Flowers class is on the 31st of August, okay? I've done about 40 plus flowers in that group. I really can't do any more. The idea was for 30 classes. And I've got to be honest, I've actually just can't really think of anything anymore to do in there, but do not worry, because I've got some more classes in the pipeline lined up. And my cupcake bouquet class, that's an all-day class, and that finishes on the 15th of September, which is Karen's birthday. But do not worry, I'm going to do smaller classes at night time. So I plan to do Wednesday night classes where you just join the one class, and it will be cheaper. So it will be a £20 class. So it's not going to happen in the group. So those ladies who are in the cupcake bouquet class, you've got 15 classes to look over there. You paid £60 for that, and you've got 15 classes in there. People can still join that if they want to and go over those classes. But I'm going to start doing live classes on a Wednesday once a month of a cupcake bouquet class for £20, and so that people can learn how to do their cupcake bouquet. So I hope you like that idea. Much more affordable, and then there'll be just different groups for those going on, okay? And there'll be private classes. Right, so let me get my chocolate out the freezer.
Absolutely, Elaine. Of course we can.
What's that?
When we've got the demo on the 11th, we'll have to do it between 10 and 11 then. Can we celebrate our birthdays on the 11th because Elaine's is on the 10th?
Yes, it'll be at the demo day.
So
yes.
You'll have to sing to me quick while I drop my mum off.
Yeah. Yeah, Karen's not there for the full day of the demo day. She's just going to come and drop her mum off. So the moulds are really quite easy. Just bend round the sides. So bend round the sides.
Also, a tip as well, Carol, that I do tell them.
What?
Is put your chocolate on the mat.
Yeah.
And then peel it backwards.
Oh, right, okay. So I've got some little edges. I'm doing it my way. So... So you'll see that I've overlapped, so I've just brushed those little edges off there. So you can see those little bits. So I've just done that, and I'll show you Karen's way in a minute, but I'll just show you my way. So I'm just going to pull it off, just gently. And there we go. Look at that. Now I've got, look at that shine out. I've got bubbles in mine because I didn't fill it properly. I just poured it over. But isn't that lovely? Look at the shine. No tempering involved. There you go. Yeah. And then what Karen's saying is, so again, if I was actually a bit neater with this one, so you can see here, there's a bit of a line there. So just pull that away, pull that away. So what Karen does is, and there's no right or wrong here, but if you're a bit heavy-handed, so you don't snap your bar, that's the reason she's telling you, because you don't want to be snapping your bar. So what you can do now is, there you go. Yeah, so that's what she's trying to say there, which is brilliant. So how lovely is that? And look at the shine on that one.
Absolutely lovely.
So aren't they lovely and shiny? Let me just have a look. Yeah. Can't get the shine on that one on the camera. This shiny. Can you see the shine on it?
I can see the shine. It's
glowing.
I can't see it on the camera there.
It's blinding
me. Getting glare off it.
So let's just move that out of the way. And then we've got the chocolate drops here. So again, these are just solid. So don't worry about what's gone over. So I'm just going to smooth them off. So you get 2 Father Christmases. 2 stockings. 2 Christmas trees. Now obviously Karen wouldn't have the mess that I've got, but as you know I've done a little bit of a mess. So 2 Christmas trees.
And these are great. You could use these as solid chocolate shapes, and if you want to do the solid chocolate, and you could fill up little treat bags and put them in kids' stockings.
I was going to say that as well.
It's really good.
They'll look nice as treat bags. So just a little bit around the edges there. You've got your, what's that little stick they call it? Candy stick, candy cane.
Also, on YouTube, we have Judith Forrester. Hi everyone, it's my birthday today. Was asked the other night to remind you today. Thank you, Judith.
Ah, Judith, right then. Have we all got our lungs ready, girls? Okay, we forgot about the YouTubers. Right, so on the count of 3.
Judith, is it?
Judith, yeah, on the count of 3. So 1, 2, 3. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Judith. Happy birthday to you. Yoo-hoo! Hello, Michael, love. Don't be asking us because I know it's not your birthday.
Yeah, you were not singing to Michael.
Let me introduce you to Michael. So Michael has been a very good friend of mine for 30 years. Decided to take the dogs out for a walk, and now it's his permanent job. Walking the dogs. They take no notice of him, do they, Michael? Not a word. So, but Michael does laugh because I mean, obviously we've lost our Poppy now, but Poppy and Chip always had a scrap. A lot of you ladies in the classes know that when Michael comes on a Wednesday, Poppy and Chip always have a scrap when they're going for a walk, and Michael just loves it because I go out there and I go, Chip! Silence. Silence. And he stands there, Michael, so I'll just wait for you, Karen, it's easier. So.
And Andrea Suisse says these are absolutely perfect for filling your children's advent calendars.
Absolutely. Yes, they are. I've never thought about that. Good idea. So they're great, aren't they? So actually dark chocolate, yeah, they're ideal actually for your chocolate calendars, aren't they?
Because you can get a lot of the advent calendars that way. You fill your own little drawers, or you fill your little, well, how good would that be with one of those in every day?
And then the thing is as well, when we get the flavour shots ready as well, when the flavour shots are ready, you could do strawberry ones for the kiddies. They'll like them, won't they?
Make it even more Christmassy with a bit of sparkle Wonderdust.
A bit of sparkle Wonderdust. Well, we're going to do a bit of sparkle Wonderdust now. Right, so let's get some Wonderdust out. So, let's just see what colours we've got here. What did you do with all those other ones, Karen?
They're on the side, they're not pull away.
Oh, they're there in front of my nose. Oh, goodness me.
I left him out.
So I'm going to use the pistachio green. I don't know what's in stock at the moment, but we are waiting. I'm going to use the silver as well. I know that's not in stock, but you know what? We may as well show you. And then we'll use a little bit of pink on there. And then we'll do some copper for the dark. And we'll do some deep rich gold. And let's see what else we got. They're lovely, these, and we'll do the ruby rose as well. So let me get some kitchen roll.
Yeah, Susan, don't stress if you've got bubbles in your chocolate. Just leave it.
Yeah, I've got bubbles in my chocolate. I'm not worried about it.
She said she'd start stressing. Don't stress.
No, never stress. No point. And where's the teddy?
It's going down one way.
Yes, absolutely. Right, so let me get some brushes out.
I think the best bit is when you say, I've made this.
Yeah, exactly.
It's so good.
It's only chocolate, girls. Do you remember when I say to you it's only cake? Well, this is only chocolate. So you need to worry about. So I'll just clean my brush.
Have we got the purple haze in there, the violet one?
Yes.
Deb says, please could you use that?
Yes, I will.
As well, thank you.
Our purple haze, the teddy.
Oh,
so just a little bit on the brush. So there we go. We're just going to luster that on. Do a little bit of green.
Wow.
Do you know what? I've got the guy doing the paving slabs outside, and he's got this brilliant radio. I'm going to have to buy it. said to the girls, sorry, I've got too much Wonderdust out there, so I'll just tickle it back in. I'm going to have to buy it because I don't think I can cope without music in my life anymore. Normally I listen to Smooth when I'm in the car, but it's been great having him here. Let's do the silver, eh? Been great, hasn't it? Pardon?
A little bit of a bop on a weekday.
Yeah.
Are you working?
Yeah.
Jacqueline, it's amazing the difference the Wonderdust makes. It just brings the chocolate alive. Does it bring
Yeah.
anything alive that you do? And it's great.
Yeah, it's lovely. Brush it clean. So this is the silver. I really love this silver one.
Yeah.
We need to get this on a cake. And then we'll do a little bit of the we'll do a bit of the purple haze. Is that what we were just asked for?
Please, yeah. And you could, if you, at the same time, you could purple haze, say a tree or something like that.
Yeah. So let me just
On a white chocolate.
let me just do a dark chocolate and the silver.
So you can, with the plastic, with the silicone moulds that Carol's used there, if you do put them on your baking tray and you do tap it, you will get rid of your air bubbles.
Yeah, I didn't tap mine. I leave that to Karen, you see. I just threw mine on. Not lovely, that.
Look at that.
Gorgeous that. Can we use Wonderdust on Buttercream, Carol?
You can only paint with it, okay? And I don't mean luster paint. So let's just make sure we get this right, okay? You can only paint some stripes with it. So let me just explain what I mean by that. Let me just do this first. Okay, you can, on buttercream, you cannot luster a buttercream cake. You can only luster a sugar paste cake, okay? And you can only luster chocolate. But you can't, but on the let's just get me a little dish. A minute. All these have come back in stock as well. So I've just got to put them into stock. So we've got these little containers. We sell them in packs of 8. They're like little geometric containers. Yeah. So and what I'll do from this one is when you've used your paste, when you've used your colouring, so you can add this with a bit of dipping solution, sorry. And then leave it in here to dry, ready for next time. So let's just put the pink on there. So I'm going to dry luster this one.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
Yeah, the only thing is I don't know which pink it is, but I have a feeling it is. It's not the rose gold pink. It's the. It's not the fuchsia pink. Nope. Don't know which pink it is. We've got whisper pink. We've got another pink somewhere. We've got pink shimmer. So it's not the shimmer.
I think that's fuchsia.
Do you think it's fuchsia? We've got that many friggin' pinks here. We don't know what we've got. No, it's not.
Yeah, Pamela says these little pots are amazing. She's got the other set. The
It
round
could
ones.
be. It could be the mulberry crush. You know that. I think it is the mulberry crush. Yeah. So the pots I'll put back in stock afterwards because they've just arrived this morning. Another job for me and Karen to do. Bag up pots. Look, big bag of them here. That's mine and her job after. Oh, we're so lucky. We're so lucky working at Sugar and Crumbs.
You don't have treat me,
I'll
don't
tell
you?
you. Right. So let's just say that you have got a buttercream cake, and you let me just put it in here. So just a little bit of drop in here. So you've buttercreamed your cake. Have we got a buttercream cake in the fridge? I think we've got a cupcake, haven't we? Just let me have a look what we've got there. Let me get some thin ones out. Got some cupcakes in the fridge there. Yeah. I'll just pop in a couple of those. So I put a little bit too much dipping solution in there. So let's say you've got a bit of buttercream cake, so we're going to have to just use this, okay? But you can't luster it. Sorry, you can't luster it. You can't go dusting on your cake. And even if it's smooth, you can't luster or dust. All you can do then is just paint detail on it. So this, I've used a pink here, but it'd be nice if you did a, I don't know, if you used the golds. Let me use the gold because I think that would show up better actually. So that you can paint the detail up. So round your cake, let's pretend that's the side of the cake. You can then do some stripes up it if you want. Let's just do a bit thinner. So you could paint some stripes up it if you wanted to, just to add a bit of detail. I need to sit down, I can't really, I need to, just let me get my chair, let's sit down because I need to take my glasses off. I've got a new chair, ladies, as well. So Dobby the horse has been moved because John didn't really like me showing you how I got on I got on him all the time. I have to go through this performance of getting on him.
Stable, has it?
Well, I'm still going to use him, but not live so much. But I've managed to get this big high one. So let me just use gold because gold would be better. Probably not the best. Look at that, I'm trying to put the bloody Wonderdust colour on top of there. So when you've got these as well, once you've put your colour in, just put your lid on and let them dry out. So let me see if we've got a gold one. Gold. Yeah, I've got a gold there. Yeah, you don't have to put them in these pots, I'm just using up this just to give you an example really. So we've got just a bit of gold there.
Well, a few people got these pots, love them.
Yeah, so I've got more in, they've just arrived, as I say. Little job for me and Karen to do, bag these up later. They're not on the stock on the website because I didn't get time. I need a thin brush. Before we went live, Karen come running in and went, 5 minutes. So what you can do then is, if you wanted to, you could just brush up on the sides of your cakes, give it a little bit of detail. If you wanted to touch the side of your leaves. And that's all you can do really on your cakes. With any dust, luster dust, including the Wonderdust, you cannot buff. So if you wanted to have little flecks of gold to it, you just paint little lines. If this is a big cake, you paint longer lines. So we could just paint around the top of the cake as well. So just remember, we're not painting on a buttercream cake here, we're painting on a cupcake. You just paint it, that's all, with a little bit of dip in solution. You can use a bit of alcohol if you want to, but dip in solution or rejuvenator is best. That's what you do, just paint it up like that. I don't know what it looks like, I don't know whether I've done a good job there or mucked it up. What we will do is, I'm going to use the Bridget's Ganashing kit next week, the 10-inch kit, because we always do 6-inch cakes. So I'm going to do a 10-inch one for you, and we're going to stack it with another cake as well. So I'm going to get Karen happily baking. I think we've got a couple of 10 inches in the fridge, haven't we, Karen?
I'll have a look because I know you did.
Yep.
You have used some.
So we're just going to, so there you go, just paint it on.
What
So
lovely yellow flowers on there, Carol?
So the yellow flowers, okay, so if anybody watched me last week, I will not be able to create these again for you because they're beautiful, aren't they? So these are the mini nifty nozzles, okay, and what happened was I made my buttercream too soft and we created the most beautiful blobs. And to be fair, when you use Swiss meringue buttercream, so the best way to use the Russian piping tips is Swiss meringue buttercream. But the thing with Swiss meringue buttercream, you are not going to get all the detail, but you are going to get some nice tulips, that's exactly what it looks like. And that's what it creates. But basically my buttercream was too soft last week, and I was laughing with the ladies. I think it was last week we did these, wasn't it? Yeah. So I was laughing with the ladies and said, you know what, I can only create blobs when I don't want to create them. If I tried to come back and create them again, it wouldn't happen. But this was just down to the fact that my buttercream was too soft. And if I'm really honest, I know what the problem is. This is a combination of buttercream and Swiss meringue buttercream. I think what happened is that Karen and I have been tidying up. We've gone and put some stuff in the fridge, and if I remember, I think it's possibly myself, but it could have been Karen. It doesn't matter who it was. I think we've gone and mixed Swiss meringue buttercream and buttercream together, because while I was doing the live, it softened in no time. It didn't even go in the microwave. It actually came back nice and soft within 40 minutes, 45 minutes. And I did look at the consistency, but I tasted it and I thought, no, I'm sure it's buttercream, but I'm absolutely sure it's a combination of both, because it just it didn't firm up at all. So until it goes back in the fridge again. So that was last week's cupcakes. And they've been in the race. What did you think of the Cake Olympics, by the way? Who's seen the Cake Olympics video? Have you seen it, Karen? Have you not seen the Cake Olympics video?
No.
How can you miss the Cake Olympics video? Who's seen it? So I think it's in the announcements. Is it in the announcements?
We had a little pre-bet who would win.
Yeah. So we won't tell Karen because she doesn't know. But anyhow, so let's see what we've got here. So we've got a bit of gold. So what was that colour there? That was Purple Haze, wasn't it? Da, 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 da. So get me a little Wonder spoon. Scrape that up. I'm probably not going to scrape much up, but you know what? We'll save what we can because we're frugal. Let's just do a few other little colours for you. The other green that I like is this green as well. This is lovely. This is the fusion green, isn't it? Yeah. So that's
one of my favourites.
The fusion green. Yeah. In fact, we'll do him on the teddy actually. I was going to say we'll do Purple Haze, but now we've done Purple Haze. So can you see that there? Yeah. So I'm not making a good job of this. I'm just sort of slapping it on really. But and then we get a little chocolate.
Well, they're all saying they've seen the Cake Olympic video. It's so funny.
Do you like it? It's good, isn't it? Did you like who lost? Did you all get it? Don't tell Karen. Right. So let's do the teddy here. Should we do him in the fusion green? I think he'll look lovely in the green, won't he? So I should put my white gloves on. I've also done an Amazon link for you because lots of you are always asking about things that are in the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen and where to buy them. There's a few more things I've got to add to that link as well. You know, things that the Sugar and Crumbs kitchen doesn't sell. So so I've done an Amazon link there. You can go on and buy things like you ask about containers. I need to put the water feature in from Cicely Sutherland in there as well. And just other little bits and bobs. That's in the announcements as well. So if you go to the community cake group, which is Sugar and Crumbs All About Cake Community, who is not a member and why? So so if you go to there, you go into the announcements, which is at the top of the group, and you'll see the Amazon link in there as well. And if you press that button and you do buy it, I think we get the total price of 3p for the sale. So we're never going to get rich for it, but what we do is we get a bit of credit on there for being somebody who endorses their product. So isn't that lovely, that? Ooh, sorry.
Yeah, I'll do it.
Trying to follow Terry there. Was Terry following me? Let me just do his ears.
Geraldine said, oh yes, I bought my set of 3 bowls from the Amazon link and I've gone and used one. Well done, Geraldine, you've actually used something.
Yeah, if you don't buy from the link and you buy somewhere else, we don't get a credit for it. But it's only 3p, so you know what, it's not going to break the bank, is it? It's not going to do any harm, but it's just nice if we get a little credit for it. So let's just put that one there. And then Karen's going to be back in a minute. Green Father Christmas. Quite like those. Right, what other colours have we got here now? Let's do the copper. So we'll do a copper snowman so that we can see him over there. That's the copper colour. There he is. Let's do a bit of copper on there. You can see how lovely they are. You all love the Wonderdust, don't you? So I'm hoping to have some more colours, and then I'm hoping that our matte colours are going to be around by the end of September. Fingers crossed. We'll have all the matte colours.
Janie, the mould, the telly mould is going on for sale after the live.
Yeah, it's not on sale yet. I only gave it to Karen when she came in. To be fair, I've been meaning to put some chocolate in it all week and kept forgetting. And I don't know why I kept forgetting, because it was stuck under my nose on my desk. But I did. And then Karen came in about 45 minutes, an hour before we went live. And I just said to her, fill that up with chocolate. And then while we were live, she come to undo it and thought, oh, no, I'm not doing that. So what colour is this one here? This is lovely gold, this one. So this colour is the bright gold, and it's very bright it is too.
Do you buff them after you've dusted them?
You can buff them. You can buff them if you want to. I've got to be honest, I never buff, but we'll have a little buff.
I tend to buff the ones I've painted more than anything. If I've painted with it, I buff it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can paint these on as well if you want to, but I just luster them. There we go. Right, what the colour have we got there? Got a few more chalks. Trying to find my lid now, there it is. Yep. And then what other colours have we got? We've got a pink shimmer. Need to get another brush out. So we'll put the pink shimmer on. Can you see there, Terry, or am I going off the screen? So this is the pink shimmer. So if you go on the website, you'll see this one. I actually did it on Thursday night. I did every square with a different colour. But because you're all watching now, I'll just speed it up and do 4 squares of each. But it would look nicest if you just did it all one colour. We'll have a pink Christmas tree. There we go, pink. We've got one more colour to go. What colour should we use there? Oh, ruby rose. It's got to be ruby rose, hasn't it?
Ruby rose is lovely.
So let's do the ruby rose.
Everyone loves the golds we do as well.
Yeah, the golds, all the golds are lovely. The bright gold, the deep rich gold. The sparkling gold is out of stock at the moment, but it's amazing. We've also got sparkling white. I can't show it on the live because it doesn't show well on the camera. So what you do now is get a clean brush, because obviously we've got a bit of luster in all these now. So just get a clean brush. Yeah, I'll just take it off. Yeah. So any excess, there you go. Don't blow on it. Somebody's chocolate bar. So if you are going to blow on it, use a squeezy bottle. For so many people I see you blowing on stuff, I think, no, please don't. So if you're going to blow, use a squeezy bottle. Something like this. We sell them, the PME bottles. Look, bit of air. And just blow a bit of air. That's all you've got to do. Don't even need to put anything in it. Yeah. And just blow a bit of air and blow it off. Yeah. But don't blow with your breath. And then what have we got here? We've got Regal Purple, which is lovely. Love the Regal Purple. So we'll put the Regal Purple on the other snowman, so you can see what he looks like.
We don't do a black Wonderdust, no, Andrea?
We don't, not at the moment. We're trying to get one. So there's the Regal Purple. In fact, I'll get Karen to do the Rocking Horse and the Regal Purple because it's a fantastic colour. Let's do it on the white. All the Wonderdusts are beautiful colours though. So quite a lot of you have got the whole collection. You really like them. Make sure you use them. They're going to come in new pots, the next selection. The next ones are coming in square jars. So I'll just show you one. I think we've got one here, haven't we? So the next ones are going to come in square bottles like this. So
great for storage.
So that we can store them better. So they're going to come in those. And then we've just got one more left. What colour should we do in? So I've made a right mess for you here, Karen. Okay. So let's put the lids on things. That's the Regal. That's that one. Right, okay. So So has everybody been shopping in the sale then, yeah? Just get that blue on there. We'll have a little blue stock in there. And this is the frozen blue. There we go. There we go. That's us done. There, we're just going to get Karen back to show you what she made. Let me just clean all this up out of the way instead of me leaving it all for Karen. She's back in the kitchen and she walked in today and it was very tidy, to be fair. Was you surprised how tidy it was, Karen?
It was, I just had to tell Terry.
Why would you have to tell Terry?
The food bin.
The what?
The food bin.
The food bin?
Yeah.
We emptied the food bin though.
She was giving me daggers.
No, it hadn't been emptied. So she's got
It
some.
must have got emptied on Friday, but John emptied the food bin. Right.
So you said before you've got 30 odd new charms in. I think you miscounted.
Oh, have I?
Yeah.
Right.
You've got loads in.
Yeah.
More than 30.
So,
Yeah, they're gorgeous.
yeah, so we're still going to be doing sunflowers. If you're waiting for new charms, they won't happen until next week because I need to sit and bag them up. So over the weekend, I'm just going to sit there. I generally sit till about 2 o'clock in the morning bagging up charms. It's actually quite therapeutic.
I've got a couple of favourites.
Have you got a few favourites? Well, I'm going to take one out from each one. Oh, have you? Yeah, because I want Terry to take a picture of them. We'll post a picture. Right, so I think we're tidy there,
So,
Karen.
Andrea, as we've said, the bubble chocolate mould, it's on its way from the supplier. We are waiting for it to arrive and then it'll go straight back onto sale again.
Yeah, I've got 50 on the way, so got plenty. But these are lovely, these. And you don't have to have the bubble chocolate mould for Claire's class. I've got all these in. If you're in Claire's treat class, any of these moulds do. And she'll tell you as well. So I'll get her to go into the group because some things we can't get back in stock. So let's just get a new piece of tissue, put this nice and clean, and let's get a cloth. And Karen's going to do a YouTube video on how to look after your boards as well, how to bring them back, because Cicely said she was crying the other day because she dyed her board and then she couldn't find any Trex anywhere, and then I think she used vegetable oil and that got it all off. So I'm going to get Karen to do a YouTube video on how to look after your non-stick boards. So let's put that there. Chocolate. There's a little teddy. It'll go on the website in a few minutes. Well, after the lives finish. There's your little chocolate treats. I like the advent calendar. Who thought of that? That was very clever.
A couple of people said that. Isn't it a good idea? A couple of us said on there. It was a really good idea, that.
It is. Ruby and Jasmine will love it. Harrison. Right, so we're done. Done. Get another. Where's my cloth again? After I've just launched it.
Oh, she used coconut oil, Lindsay said.
Does she use coconut oil, was it? I thought she used vegetable oil. So she ruined my board. If she's watching. To be fair, it's fine, but I do want to tell you about it. So she was doing that big structure and the bolt underneath has scratched all this, and to be fair, Cicely was absolutely mortified because it's all dug up. It's a massive big groove and there's loads of little thin ribbons all over the board. So you can see it and it's actually quite deep. But I said to her, do not worry. So if you do catch your board, don't worry, because when Karen's treks this over, it's called like a self-healing board. So when Karen cleans this later and she trexes over it, you'll still know it's there, but it'll make no difference to your sugar paste. You won't get a line or a mark or anything like that. So when you're rolling out your sugar paste, it's fine. And she was mortified. But to be fair, I actually thought, you know what, it's a good idea to talk about it, because some of you might think, oh God, my husband's gone and chopped up the bread on it or something like that. I mean, don't let him do it again. And we'll make sure that next time we have somebody in doing something, we won't let him do it again. But you know what, if it'd been really bad, all we had to do was turn it over. So we'll have one side for chopping and one side for rolling out on. But like I say, it's fine. Right, okay then, Karen, you ready?
Yeah.
Yeah. And last but not least, these little love heart scissors are back in as well. So they were pink, so you'll see them. Everybody loves these, they're really quite cute. They've got a little curve on them as well. So for cutting your features in your sugar paste. So these are back in stock, but they used to have little pink handles, but I can't, for the life of me, I've not been able to get the little pink handles. So can you see that little curve there? You see it just slightly, that curve? So for just cutting into your sugar paste for your little teddy bear effect. And these are lovely. So these are your little love heart scissors. So I've just put those back in stock. So it says silver, not pink. So you know now that you don't come with pink handles, they come all silver.
Still beautiful.
Yeah, very pretty. Right, I'll go and jump back on comments, everybody. Thanks very much. Thanks, Karen. Did I drink my coffee or did I just dump it somewhere? I drank it.
You drank it.
Right.
So here's Swan, and you can always tell it goes a bit of an opaque, like milk, what I call milky opaque colour, and it shows that it's set because the chocolate's set and started to come away from the mould. But be really careful when you're taking this apart. And hold your breath.
There, Karen, so that you can. These are the new charms that are coming in. We'll spread them out. So in the new charms, ooh, you're holding your breath. I was trying to distract them with Karen there.
Did you see me holding my breath there and letting a sigh of relief? Oh, look at them.
So there's a camera in there. There's a paintboard. Loads for you to collect. Pumpkin, passport. Little Disney.
I mean, look at that. There's a Disney one there, and then you've got that gorgeous heart with a stone in it, and then I've got another heart one with a stone. You know me, I'm blingy. Aren't they gorgeous, those?
Unfortunately, you won't be able to choose because the girls won't have time to go through your order and choose. But you can tell them what you have got if you want to in your order notes, so that they can try not to pick you another one.
So you just gently, as you saw me just doing then, I just very gently just squeeze there, and because it's set, it has popped out. And there we go with one Swan.
Fantastic.
So
I love the Swan.
The Swan is absolutely beautiful. So let's get Rocking Horse out. Again, you can see from here, I will try it, but I'm not too sure because that has all gone opaque there. That is all lovely and opaque, but you can just see it still a bit dark there and a bit dark there and on the other side. The Swan's done it more because it's a smaller model. So you have got some finger holes in this mould here, and you just put your fingers in and gently just tease it apart.
So I see some of you are commenting on the charms. These charms won't be bagged till the weekend, which means they won't go in the office till next Monday. And even then I won't get them all bagged. I've actually got still loads of sunflowers and stuff to do. But just to let you know that the new charms are in and they will be coming out. So if you've got a charm or you've got a few charms, just in the order comments, just list what you've got and be very nice. Say to the ladies, would you be kind enough to let me have something different? I see some of you want the bee, okay? And if there's bees available, you know, please feel free to ask one. But I can't tell you I've got hundreds of these. You'll just have to hope that you're lucky enough to get one. But there's loads of different ones. I'll let Karen show them in a minute.
So here we go. Here's Rocking Horse.
Fabulous.
So there, look at that.
The shine on that, Karen, is beautiful.
Yeah.
Look at the shine, ladies. How shiny are them? No more tempering.
No more and that is the absolute joy of this S&C tempered chocolate. No more of your arms hurting and wondering, have you got it to the right temperature? Have you cooled it down enough? Because if you don't temper your chocolate properly, then it doesn't come out of the mould. But with S&C tempered chocolate, the work's been done for you. All you've got to do is what I call melt and pour.
Melt and pour.
And that's all you've got to do, melt and pour, and it's absolutely brilliant. The shine is tremendous. It sets one thing, and as Mandy just said now, I saw in the comments, Mandy, yes, it does set quick, doesn't it? You have to work fast with S&C tempered chocolate, but no, I mean, the more you heat it and melt it down, you have got longer to work. If you try and do it to a thicker consistency to coat your moulds in two like I did, then yes, you have to work quickly. But if you don't mind coating your mould 2 or 3 times, then you can do it thinner, so it gives you more time to use it. And it does take quite a while then to set. So in the bowl, so you can still use it. And as you saw, I did
reuse all ours.
Yes.
You even melt them down as well, don't you?
Well, yeah, because I did that with the milk chocolate, because I just had a load of like of the old things that I've done on lives and that for you, and me and Carol do not eat them. No. They go into a box, and I break them down, and I put them in Ziploc bags, and I just remelt them, and you can remelt them numerous times. Yeah. So the chocolate in here, I would just remelt that in a bit, and I will just get it so I can get it out of the bowl, put it into a Ziploc bag, and I will leave it like that. It's like I had one.
Just before you start, Karen, will you do us a favour?
Yeah.
Will you get the Buttercream flowers mould out at Karen Davies, melt some of the chocolate and pop it in?
Yeah.
And we'll pop it in the freezer now. So Pamela Poundset said, Karen, would you try chocolate in one of the Karen Davies moulds next time you're working with chocolate, please? Well, you know what, we're here, so we may as well finish it off. So we'll put it in now, and we'll stick it in the freezer. Now by the time Karen's lustered, hopefully it will be ready. So yeah, so when it comes to the charms, you're all loving the chocolate. The tempered chocolate is delicious, and when you can flavour it yourself, you're going to go wild for it. Just imagine when you can make coffee chocolate, strawberry chocolate, orange chocolate, lemon, salted caramel. Wait till you can do that, white chocolate and raspberry chocolate. And then the flavour shots as well, they're not just for that, they're also for people who've got smaller spaces, then they can just go and buy their own icing sugar, drop in the flavour shot, and then they make their buttercream. They can drop in the whipping it up shot, make their Swiss around the buttercream. It's all going to be very easy. So you'll see Karen now, she's just searching for the Karen Davies Buttercream Flowers mould. No, that's the brush embroidery. Do you want me to set it in? I'll have a look for you. There's 2 boxes. Do you want me to have a look?
Yes. Oh, so, hang on.
You've got it? That's it. Yeah. So do the deeper one. So if you're going to use chocolate when you're in Karen Davies mould, make sure you use the deeper moulds, okay? And then that would be nice.
I've done chocolate in these.
Pardon?
I've done chocolate in them before.
Yeah,
I'll just show them. I'll just show them that
chocolate
one.
in Karen and do it. Yeah.
So you're saying if I make one of these moulds and it snaps in half when it comes out, I can just melt it down and redo it all?
Exactly. That's it.
Fantastic.
Yeah. And Julia Barron says, I've done that with Karen Davies dinosaur mould. It came out great. Yeah, Leah, we're doing mint chocolate as we're doing mint drop flavour shot drops as well.
We did that one, and when we tried it, I'd done it as the mixture, hadn't it, Carol? Yeah. And then we actually melted it in with the chocolate on the demo day. Oh my lord!
It was very nice. And Jamie Stott says, if you haven't got long nails, she uses a long pointy knife to split the moulds apart.
I do find even a palette knife. I've even managed to like put a little palette knife, the mini palette knife, or one of these palette knives in, and you just give it a little twist. But I wanted to be careful with that one because, as I said, I didn't think it had quite set. So you had to be really careful, because if you pull it away too quickly, then you've got the chance of having 2 halves of a horse, or half a head here and a full head, half a head the other way. So that's just been 30 seconds. Now it's not melted around the side of the bowl. I could carry on and just give that another few seconds to melt around the side of the bowl. But as Carol said before, remember chocolate melts from the inside out, so you are just making sure you've got no lumps there.
So Deirdre Passenden has said, what are the amounts of cocoa beans in the Sugar and Crumbs chocolate? I've got to be honest, from memory I have no idea, but I've just given you the info link. So info.sugarandcrumbs@icloud.com. The girls will forward it to me and I will email you back sometime today, hopefully. And then I must put it in the product information, to be fair. When are we going to start selling the flavour shots, and what weight will they be sold in? They're going to be sold in 50-gram sachets, and they should be ready the first week in September. They're with the manufacturer at the moment. We've got to wait for them to be printed off, come back, and then we need to fill them, and then Karen and I need to start making videos. So we're hoping the first week in September they'll be on sale.
And that's not long, ladies, is it?
No.
There we go, there's the first one.
First one all day. So the flavour shots, how the flavour shots, there's going to be 2 types of shots and you need to make sure you get them right. There's going to be one for flavoured icing sugar, so you get 500 grams of plain icing sugar for wherever you want to buy it, and you just drop the shot in. I think to be exact, I have actually said 450 grams of icing sugar, but rather than waste 50 grams, just drop the shot in a 500 gram plain icing sugar, mix it in, then use it as normal. Okay, so you can use it as normal. It's going to be a great space saving thing. The idea we've come up with them is to get them abroad, because people want our icing sugars abroad. So at the moment we're just doing it this way. We're doing 7 flavours plus a couple of generic flavours and going to get them abroad so it saves on the weight. Okay, that's what it's about. And then we're doing whipping it up shots, and the whipping it up shots are working exactly the same way, but you'll use that to make your Swiss meringue buttercream and your meringues and everything else. And that's a 70 gram sachet. Now you don't use that to flavour your chocolate, okay? It does say on the flavour shots, chocolate whipping it up is for the meringues. So you then use that to make your Swiss meringue buttercream, your meringues. And again, it's all mainly to save on shipping costs to get our product to America and Australia for the ladies who want it there.
So you see, I'm using an S&C plastic bag, piping bag. They work absolutely great. Just say cut a little hole, a little bit at the bottom, then you can just pipe. If you're not steady about pouring it in, then you can just use your bags. Come on. Because it's setting a bit more. There we go.
I've never really thought about selling plain bags of icing sugar. I've got to be honest, we can make it finer, our icing sugar, but it's not cheaper than the supermarket. You know, supermarket icing sugar, you know, is not as fine as ours, and ours isn't as cheap. So we've always been a bit worried about selling it as plain icing sugar, because people might look at it and think, well, that's expensive. We do now sell unflavoured cocoa powder, because a lot of people wanted to, you know, flavour that themselves. But yeah, there you go. And you'll be able to use your flavour shot to flavour your cocoa powder, definitely.
So just give your mould a little bit of a wiggle.
We could do the strawberry there, Karen. I've got enough for a strawberry.
There, that one.
Yeah.
You just want chocolate strawberry, don't you?
I do.
You just want chocolate. So you just give it a wiggle, and that makes sure the chocolate's gone down to the bottom, and it's got rid of your little air bubbles. Now I'm still a bit wary about these flowers. I mean, they will come out, but I just want to make sure that we've got the definition on the chocolate as well when it comes out. So I'm going to stick these in the freezer now.
So Kit Curran says, I've actually got my whipping it up buttercream to work this weekend. Think it's my ball carrot, it's a glass one. Think that's why I was having trouble with it. It shouldn't make any difference with it really. But I do want you to go and watch Karen's videos on YouTube to understand how to make it. She does 3 YouTube videos. One's a 7-minute one, the other one's 4 minutes, and the other one's 2 minutes. And one shows you how to make the Swiss meringue buttercream with the whipping it up. The second one shows you what you can, you know, Karen's decorating some cupcakes with it, and I remember when she made them, I came in, I went, Karen, they're ever so pretty them, and she was well chuffed that I really liked them, weren't you, Karen?
I was, because you said I'd done right, I'd gone pastely, yeah, and you liked it.
They're lovely and pastel.
Because I'm a bit heavy-handed usually on the colours, aren't I?
Right. I used a very bright yellow the other day on my cupcakes. They were luminous.
And was you missing it that much, was you?
Yeah, exactly. And then the next one is how to save your Swiss meringue buttercream as well.
Now just pop those in the freezer now. And what colour should we luster the rocking horse?
I've said purple haze, but go on, ladies. What colour would you like the rocking horse done? Was it purple haze? I said before.
You said purple haze before, and I'll just get them.
Regal. The regal, purple regal. Let's do it with that. Yeah.
So I just want my black and my orange out.
Yeah.
Where have you gone?
Swanny.
For Swanny. So you just want a very fine
They're up there, Karen.
This,
up on the microwave.
There they are. So again, when you're doing these, it is only, look, it's the very fine ones that you want. In fact, I want even finer than that. Because we're only getting a little dab on the eye and we're just doing the beak. So we do have these fine silver paintbrushes in packs of 5. These are superb because they're very fine and you can also take control over them. So I'm going to get 2 of these out. So I want one in orange, just to do the beak. So I can even use what's in the lid there, just very carefully.
These are lovely, these charms, aren't
They're gorgeous, they really are. So we've got a nice little orange beak there. And I'll just, again, what's in the lid, you only need a little bit, so you need to go into the bottom of the lid. And I'm just going to paint, there's a little eye there, just going to paint.
Aww.
Just keep it there. Sarah's got you.
I've not got my glasses on.
Same as me. I was like that before, I go blind, I can't see anything.
So look at that. How doesn't it just bring it to life? Doing the beak and the eye just brings it to life completely. I'm just gonna lie him down a minute just till his eye sets. Right, and then rocking horse. So have we got? Is it regal purple we're doing?
Yeah.
John just came to look at you.
Who did?
John, he went.
Oh, did he? I didn't see it. Oh, right, yeah, we're nearly done now, ladies. I did say it was a quick live. You know our quick lives are never quick. Okay? I didn't even see it, John.
So here, I'm just going to do, I'll just do this, look at this with the regal purple. I love this regal purple. It is what it says on the packet, isn't it? It's very regal.
And if you don't want to get fingerprints, she's off for them. If you don't want to get fingerprints all over it, then use your gloves. I put them on the Amazon link as well for you, the gloves. They're very cheap, 12 pairs, very cheap.
And you can do them on a boil wash, and yes, your gloves may stay stained, but they're they come out. They don't. Nothing comes onto your chocolate, and because mine, if I'm lustering some things in different colours, then I've got covered, and I think Carol despairs when she sees the washing.
Yeah.
Sorry, Carol.
I do when I see you've been doing chocolate all day for the colour of the gloves.
And this, like this rocking horse, I'm going to melt this back down again. I can melt it back down, and even though it's been lustered, it'll be absolutely fine. And the luster just goes into the chocolate, and you can't tell. So nothing comes to waste.
Give it to our Bella actually on Wednesday. Or do you want to melt it down for them now so they can see it?
If you want me to, because I've got a little tiny bit of a hole there, but I'm just hiding it with my hand.
Right.
But it melts down really easily. I'll make Bella a new one. One that's not got a hole
so
in it.
As you see, Karen's flick the dust. Don't waste it, use it. It's on your kitchen roll. It's on your clean worktop. Just use it up. So see what Karen's doing now? She's just using up the Wonderdust. So wherever it is, on your kitchen roll, on your worktop should be clean anyhow.
Yes.
So you shouldn't be working on a dirty worktop.
So look at that.
That is amazing.
I mean, that is absolutely.
You're going to show them the hole, Karen? Now you've told them about it.
Not really. It came out the mould. I did tell you the truth. I didn't think it was quite set at the bottom, and I was truthful. But you know, I mean, if I'd been doing that for somebody else, I would have just melted it all down and just started again. But it's not worth trying to patch something up that big like that. Just melt it down and start again, and leave it till it's completely set.
But isn't that purple regal beautiful?
It's gorgeous.
Isn't it?
I mean, look at that.
absolutely lovely.
It's gorgeous, that, isn't it?
Do you want to melt it down so they can see what it looks like? So I'll put it in a clean bowl, melt it down for you, and then you can see what it looks like. So if you do ruin it, or you think, you know what, I'm not going to give it away, as Karen said, you know, just put it back in a bowl.
Just do that.
Melt it back down again.
You can tell it's, look at that, it's not set properly because it's warm in here as well. It's quite soft, so here we go.
Oh yeah, it's not set. It's
not set, no. No, it was. It's warm in here because I always say you want to leave, especially the rocking horse and your big ones, especially like the piano. That piano. Leave them a couple of hours, a good couple, even overnight in the fridge. Leave them overnight.
I remember the first one Karen did. She went under with that one.
I went under with that one, but then I left one. I did another one, left it overnight. Came in the next morning. Oh wow, it just fell out of the mould. It was absolutely great. It just fell out. So with the big ones like that, you really do need to leave them overnight, or leave them, even make them in the morning. Don't take them out until night time. They need a good few hours. So with this chocolate as well, I'm just squeezing the bag, just to get.
I'm sorry, I've not been scrolling up the comments. I've missed loads of comments. I thought it was just scrolling up by itself. But anyhow.
No, mine's an old-fashioned one.
Sorry.
So there we go. Is that the eye's dry now?
So no, we're not doing Vegan Friday anymore, Tracy. All the lives are finished now on a Monday and a Friday. We've just come back to this one as to talk to you about the sale really, and while we're here, rather than just keep talking at you, just do a little demo as well.
So you can see that's
one melted horse.
One melted horse, and look.
So the Ingenious Edibles, I've not used it in chocolate myself, so I don't know. I know the Colour Mill is great for chocolate, but I haven't used the Ingenious Edibles. I do agree, the Colour Mill white doesn't make it white. And you know what, I'll get Karen to do a little practice after the live's finished, because we really need to let you go, because we know you're all dying to get to the sales basket.
And I'll just try and get my fruit out of the freezer.
Yeah.
Get my fruit out of the freezer. Not many times you say that, is there?
Teresa Power says, I bet the chocolate would be nice with nuts like Cadbury walnut. Especially that little chocolate bar there, that would be nice, wouldn't it? Yeah.
Put some chopped up raisins in it, and put some chopped up nuts, and you'd have a fruit and nut bar.
And Leah Gillam says it's like the Cadbury purple, that purple.
Yes, it is, but we're not allowed to say that.
Yeah.
But look at that now. Can you see any purple in there? Any purple haze in there at all?
So
no.
Deirdre, the chocolate is chocolate. The Sugar and Crumbs chocolate is chocolate. We're not allowed to call it chocolate unless it is chocolate. It's not Candy Melts. So Candy Melts is not chocolate, and neither are Buttons, okay? We can't call it chocolate unless it is chocolate, so.
So as you can tell, scrape that bowl out, so that's a nice one for washing, and then all the chocolates together in there, and then I'll just make sure that I melt that down in a bit, and I'll pour it into a Ziploc bag, and then it'll be great just for breaking up. So look at that, there's not even a hint of purple anywhere.
And Karen saves all the chocolate. She's got a cupboard full of shards up there, haven't you, Karen?
Yes, I have.
So a cupboard full, don't those bars look nice on the picture there? Doesn't look nice? The pyramid bar and the chocolate bar. So on the screen there, just saw that. Are they firmed up yet, Karen?
Well, the white one has, but the chocolate ones haven't. You know, the nut chocolate ones haven't.
Yeah. We haven't taken the teddy out of the mould. I'd already taken it out. Karen had only done one. She had a bit of a scrap with it. Couldn't get it out. It's a very firm mould.
Yeah.
We recommend you only use solid chocolate for it. I got it out of the mould, but I've got to be honest. Took a little bit of time to get it over the head.
But make sure you leave it a good hour.
Yeah.
Leave it a good hour. I'll just show it you now. I'm not going to take it out of the mould.
Leave it a good hour in the fridge.
Yeah. I mean.
Oh, you've done another one, Karen?
I did it for them on here.
Right,
so I've done one there, but I don't.
Does it feel rock out? I didn't know you'd done another one. So it's a very strong mould this, so you'll get it up past the body. And Karen was a bit scared before when she did it and she left it. She struggled to get it over the head, but I got it over the head, but you have to be very firm with it.
I left it with a collar.
She leaves all the dirty tricks to me. Yeah, that's how it got left to me. There, Karen. No problem now. So, yeah, so it's amazing how the dust melts back into chocolate, absolutely. So don't feel as though you've wasted any. You know, really, we shouldn't tell you these things. We should tell you have to just eat it now, and that's it, it's done, so you can buy some more. But you know, I'm very much about getting you to reuse things and use things that you've sold. Things that we've sold you, we want you to use again and again. Now this is quite, you have to be quite firm with this. I was going to say, get your gloves on, Karen, because that's what bothered me. I know you got them on. That's what bothered me, because I thought, oh, I'm going to rub the shine off this in a minute. So just got to pull him off. So be firm with him, ladies.
And say, come out, you naughty thing.
Yes.
So look at that.
But it will come out. Do not try to do this like chocolate moulds that are hollow.
No.
It does need to be
a solid.
I think we should bling him up gold.
Yeah.
I think he deserves a gold bling.
He does now. Now he's been manhandled.
Yeah, so don't be frightened of this mould. I'll put him on the website afterwards. I'll get Terry to take me some temporary pictures before Simon takes them, because Simon's away on holiday. I'll get them on the website this afternoon. I'm going to go and have my lunch, get these on the website, and then you've got them then to add to your basket. So Teresa's saying, I can't wait to try the strawberry milkshake flavour shots in the chocolate. There used to be a Pink Panther strawberry chocolate bar when I was little that I used to spend my pocket money on. I remember that, yeah.
And it does taste like that, yes.
It
does taste like that, yes.
Yeah, it does. So they love him. Don't you love the little teddy bear? Yeah. So do remember, ladies, this is a solid chocolate mould. This is not a hollow one. So you pour your chocolate in, give it an hour in the fridge to set, and then you do have to be firm. If you're going to dust him, you don't need the shine on him. But if you want to leave him looking chocolatey and shiny and unlustered, then put some gloves on so that you don't lose that shine. And also when you're lustering, pop some gloves on as well. Look at that, our very own gold teddy bear.
Look at him.
Yeah, I don't know how much the teddy bear mould is. I've got to be honest, I've got to look at the price of what he actually cost.
I'm just making sure we're getting all the nooks and crannies.
But I'll get him on the website after. I did intend to do him last week, and you know what? He sat on my desk all week. Forgot about him.
Look at that.
Karen made me a coffee this morning, and she just, there you go, Karen, go do that. So Jackie McMinn says, how bling bling does Teddy look? Love it. Very cute. The gold dust that we are using is the Wonderdust, Katrina. So it's our own brand. It's called Wonderdust. All the ladies here use it. It's beautiful.
That
totally
was
edible.
Bright gold.
And that's the bright gold that Karen's using there. Totally edible and suitable for vegans.
Yes.
Okay.
Right, I'm just going to have a quick look at the chocolate, the Karen Davis moulds in there.
Teresa loves the golden bear. Those look like Lindt chocolates. So just have a little freeze. My screen's just frozen for a second. Is yours frozen? Oh, no, we're back.
Right, I'm just going to get the fruits out first.
Could you do Swaney the horse solid? Absolutely. You can use any of the 3D moulds and make them solid. It's just that people tend to not make them solid to save on chocolate. So any of the 3D moulds, which is the swan, the horse, the piano, you can make the whole lot solid chocolate. The shoe, all of them. There's no reason why you can't. The reason you do it the way you do is to save on the cost of chocolate, that's all.
And just remember, when you're using the Karen Davis mould, your chocolate does not come out shiny.
Yes, you must remember that, yeah.
But you've got chocolate fruit for the tops of your cakes or your cheesecakes.
Luster them up in different colours. So I think we should have a really nice gold orange, a red, pinkish strawberry. What have we got there? So we'll quickly luster these up, ladies, and then we're done. And these would look lovely on cheesecakes, I do agree. So Elaine is off now because she's going to make Simon's birthday cake. So when's his birthday, Elaine?
Tomorrow, I think it is.
Tomorrow, is it? Right, okay, well we'll be singing for you on Wednesday.
Right, well look at these ones with the buttercream flowers mould.
Oh, doesn't that look lovely?
Even this one that I didn't know, look at them. They have turned out, look at those.
They're lovely. So it doesn't matter if these don't have a shine on them because you're going to luster them anyhow. Okay. So I think, you know what, Karen, just to make it quick, should we just whiz some gold or silver or something?
Yeah, I mean, I was
a... ladies.
Yeah.
On the 13th.
Oh, is it the 13th? Oh.
Yeah. So yes, you can use your Karen Davies mould. So Karen's just going to quickly whiz these over with gold and another colour, and then we'll get off and let you get on with your day. Enjoy your shopping in the sale basket. Do buy your shoe kits. There's £10 off your shoe kits. There's £5 off your shoe kit class. Even if you've got shoe kits from another company, still join the class, especially with a £5 discount off as well. Everything that's in the clearance box, some of it will come back to the Sugar and Crumbs website. Some of it may not be returned, okay? We're having a good clear out because we are working on making Sugar and Crumbs own brands. We've got loads of things in the pipeline. They're not all going to come out at once. They're going to come out a bit at a time, and we're working on that for the moment. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a piece of grapefruit orange. It's a blood orange. There you go.
Yeah, I really like them.
But look at the colours show up really good.
So Linda Mars says, I totally forgot about this mould and I could have used the strawberries on my farm shop cake I did at the weekend. Good idea. And Angela Black said, it's been lovely to spend the morning with us. Thank you very much, Angela. It's been lovely to spend it with you. So don't forget, if you want to colour your chocolate, you can use your colour mill to colour your white chocolate. Remember, you can only colour white chocolate. Now this is our violet mist colour. Is it the violet mist?
It is.
Yeah, violet mist colour. This is a beautiful colour. And will you do it on one of the brown ones?
Yeah, of course I will, yeah.
So this is a beautiful colour, this one. If you haven't got the violet mist. So this is our Wonderdust. It's exclusive to Sugar and Crumbs. We are starting to sell it to the trade. So I think Tracy Mann sells it. A few other places are starting to stock it. So we will be selling it to other people. But of course we would prefer you to come and buy it off us.
And I'll do it on.
Just need to do a little gold centre or something. Isn't that beautiful? That's violet mist there. And there it is on the brown chocolate. Covers it really very nicely. So if you've missed the live, feel free to go over to YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'd be really very grateful. So I might pop a link up actually and give you the link to it. Should you remember that? Have you done that?
I've pinned it to the comments.
Yeah,
and
so
also
there it is.
I've put it into the description of this video.
Right, okay, so Terry has already pinned it here. I think I'll do a post in the group and ask you all to sign up for it as well. It's free to sign up. It just means that it shows that we've got more subscribers, which is great. And it also means then you can also apply for tick the tick box for your notifications. So if we come live, you'll see us on your big screen on YouTube and Facebook on your phone or your iPad if you want to. Yeah. And of course, Roxy, go and watch the beginning. It's great. We're giving you updates there of what to do. So Karen's just puffing some of that off rather than blowing all over it. Actually, I quite like the way that's puffed over there. To be fair. It looks quite good, doesn't it? Mm.
So there we go. We've got
there we go.
And and you don't have to. You can just.
So the new stock will be back in stock very soon. It's on its way. So I believe Bright Gold is out of stock. So the golds, when they do come in, they sell out very, very fast. And to be fair, we've done this demo today more to give you an update of what's happening with Sugar and Crumbs and why we're not doing lives in the mornings anymore. But the Wonderdust is on its way back in. I'm expecting it to arrive within the next 2 weeks. Do be mindful though, when they come in, we do make an announcement in the community group. If you're not a member of the All About Cake community group, please go and join. It's called Sugar and Crumbs All About Cake community group. It's on Facebook. It's all about Sugar and Crumbs. And we'll make an announcement on there when it arrives. But other Wonderdusts are in. We are using colours that may well be out of stock, but that's because they sell out so quickly. They come in and they go out. They're still on sale at the moment at $2.75. These should really be, I think they're meant to be a £4 odd colour, and we're keeping them as low price as we can. The price comes into effect because of the shipping cost. That's what the issue is. Shipping is so expensive everywhere. That's what's actually causing the price problem, really.
I'm just using the bits off the tissue there just to give the chocolate a hint of A hint of Wonderdust.
Yeah.
It's like when I went up the Buttercup there. I just went in the centre, so you still got the chocolate around the edges, but just to give it that bit of a hint.
It's lovely. Yeah.
Beautiful.
So good night, Wayne. I think it's time you went to bed. Is it your birthday yet? Have we
It
reached
must-
5 minutes.
Oh, 5 minutes before it's actually birthday.
Have a lovely day tomorrow, and you better go to bed. You better go to bed while you're still a year younger.
And Alison Hodgson said the live has been a lovely surprise and well worth me postponing my lunch for. Thank you.
Thank you.
Glad you enjoyed it. So there's no more daytime lives now. We've told you in this session everything that's happening going forward. This was just a little treat. As I say, I phoned Karen last night. Well, I didn't phone Karen. I texted Karen last night, 1:45 and said, we're going live.
We're going live.
I didn't even bother telling Terry. Right, okay, ladies, that's us done.
I'll see you all on Thursday night. Don't forget we've got Tracy Mann on. We've got who's it on tonight?
Patchwork Cutters, Mary and Frost
tonight.
Tracy Mann tomorrow at 6:30. Wednesday you've got we're in the kitchen with Bella at 2:00. My son is cooking for us, so it's nothing to do with Sugar and Crumbs. He's just cooking for me on Wednesday night. You're more than welcome to join us. Thursday it will be Karen in the kitchen making Crumbalicious. And that will be us done for the weekend.
It certainly will.
Yeah.
So we've got a busy week ahead, and now all go and devour that sale site.
Absolutely. Cheerio. Bye.